Shine, it's 86 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Why pay full insurance when you can customize and save? Switch to Liberty Mutual and they'll customize your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis, DGS 1041 FM KMOX. Happy Monday to everybody. Happy one-day belated birthday to Andrew, 36 years old today.
Yep.
Yesterday.
Tomorrow,
He's
maybe.
I
am also 36 tomorrow and today.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're going to be 36 for the next 365.
364.
Whatever.
He doesn't like being corrected.
It's fine. I didn't do math.
I feel like all right, never mind.
What you feel like?
I thought my mic was all messed up, but it sounds fine now.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Good birthday?
I did have a good birthday.
Good.
Yeah. Lots of fun, very relaxing. It was a good time.
I understand you went to the garden?
I did go to the garden. I was family.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. I was family.
What's their rule on breadsticks these days?
Many as you want, baby.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
No
they
limit.
limit it for a while?
Pack
or am
'em
I
in.
thinking of the lobster?
Okay.
I think the lobster does the biscuits, but only if you ask.
Yeah, so
That's odd.
it's
Yeah.
Fazoli's has kind of backed off on theirs. They still have them, but you really gotta let them know you want them. And that's kind of the same thing with Red Lobster. Red Lobster, they used to just kind of keep them coming.
Right.
If they saw an empty basket, they were like, let's fix that. But not really the case anymore. Now you got to go like, please. And you got to do a little dance for them. And they're like, maybe. If there's even any left.
Dude, those are worth performing for, though.
They are worth performing for. And Olive Garden has never changed theirs to my knowledge. They always are quite generous with them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't mind the garden.
No, it's good. I had a carbonara with some shrimp and some chicken.
There you go.
It was quite yummy.
It's been at least 10 years since I've been to the garden, but I do have a gift card, so I've been checking out their website. You can get an entree, and then they'll send a whole other entree home with you for free.
Yeah, Monchiano's out across from Galleria, they do that.
Do they do that too?
Neat.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the big headline of the day. About an hour ago, Rach took me into the girls' room.
Whoa.
And I took Rach into the boys' room.
Just scouting?
We said it's about time. I want to
Location
see
scouting,
what it's
we
like
have to bring down this wall.
It was
How's the other side live?
It was her 10-year anniversary on
Right, that's
Saturday.
good.
I said
Right.
I have one wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how else would you celebrate?
So this morning, when the morning crew got here at like 4 a.m, the power was out in the office, and so our little fobs to get in didn't work. And it's a very limited blackout because the foyer is dark and the bathrooms are dark.
Right.
So,
Well, our floor's running on a generator, I think.
oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's probably only partially powering some things. Like this side, the on-air side.
So we have our little Google Doc, and Andrew brought it in, and I was reading it, and Andrew always has something funny on it. And he said, have you been into the men's room today? And I'm like, Rach, let's go. And we have a lamp. It's quite nice.
Two lamps, actually.
It's quite
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
an extension cord running into the
Right.
bathroom,
There's
powering
a
the
lamp
lamp.
on the
Yes.
there's a lamp on the sink,
Yes.
and it's a pretty
Yeah,
big
It's
one.
cozy.
Not
Yeah.
bad. It's
And
cozy.
then,
not
there's
bad.
also a lamp in the bigger stall.
And Rach in the ladies' room?
In the ladies' room, right now we have 2. Earlier today, I swear it was 3, but we have 2
Somebody took one. Somebody stole one.
flashlights that are on, and they're just standing upright, pointed towards the ceiling. I got to say, you get in the stall and you cannot see a thing.
Yeah.
Not great.
But, you can see in the mirror and stuff with the flashlights.
It's
so.
very Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I got to say, going in, I've worked in this building now for, 8 years, 7 years. You guys always describe the men's bathroom as if it's hell on earth.
It's the best it's
I was
ever
going to
looked.
say, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Today is as good as it's been.
It's ever looked.
It looks
Last
quite
week
nice.
it was flooding, and that's probably why it looks good now.
It's
because-
normally got standing liquid of some kind on the floor. It smells like sewage.
Yeah,
there's it's sewer gases, so when you get like lightheaded when you walk in there and you start feeling like you're gonna fall into the liquid.
Yeah, the last week one of the urinals had just overflowed and was just pouring water onto the floor. So I guess the cleanup, that's probably why it looks in good shape now.
Yeah. No, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Because
Rach saw
was
the
like-
bathroom when somebody cleaned up for visitors.
I was like bracing myself.
Yeah,
like,
she
Here
was.
we go.
Yeah, we broke out our
I'm
best
about
lamps
to become a man.
Yeah.
for visitors.
Rach has a hazmat on. You're going to throw
No,
the
the
mask.
lamp was a nice touch.
The only bad part about it was Wiggins was pooping. So
Well,
Is that Rachel? You hear from the stall.
sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
And I told him, so the handicap stall, the big stall, has its own bespoke lamp device, and
Really?
it's got a stomp switch for that lamp, but it's outside the stall.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin could be inflicting some damage with that,
Yeah, that-
information.
couldn't be more tailor-made for Wheeler.
Yeah, see that like back in the old days of our like being a sports radio guy on Sporting News Radio, we used to do stuff like that all the time. People in the bathroom, you'd reach in, turn off the light, and close the door. But nobody had cell phones. Now you just got a cell phone. You're fine. You got a flashlight in your pocket. It's
Really
not.
screwed you.
It's nowhere near the prank that it used to be.
I'm trying to figure out how you guys got 2 lamps and the women are stuck with a couple of flashlights pointed at the ceiling.
Yeah, that's
and
a
there
very
are no
good
other
question.
lamps in this building that you could move in there.
I guess not.
Yeah, that's on you guys.
That's true. Go get one.
Well, what man in this building took it upon themselves to set this cozy little situation up for you guys?
That's a good
I'm
question.
curious.
Probably the
Fred.
maintenance.
Yeah, probably
It
Fred.
probably was.
You
Fred.
know what? Yeah.
I've seen that lamp before, so I'm trying to remember whose office that lamp was in.
I felt like it used to be ours.
It probably
Yeah,
was.
I think it did,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think it might be Mark Cox's. So Mark might have moved that in there this morning
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, one of the early
to do his dirty
risers.
deeds.
done dirt cheap.
I think the 3 flashlights going down to 2 is like the funniest part of all of this to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Because that
good.
tells me that they were like, well, we'll set these up for the ladies. They can,
Well,
and then they
I
were
mean-
like, well, hold on, we need one.
One of them could have belonged
Now
to
I
a
can't
person-
find my way back to my apartment.
One of them could have belonged to a person that was leaving the building. You know, like you got here early, there's no lights, you bring your flashlight.
No,
into
this
the
is
car
my
and they use it.
flashlight. I brought it from home.
Yeah, who doesn't just leave their flashlight?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't leave your flashlight.
No, because
so
I would
girls can
forget
see
that I
wouldn't.
left it there and it would never be my flashlight ever again.
I wouldn't have even told him I had it. I'd have been like Gollum. I'd have been like,
Just keep it in your pocket.
it's mine.
I didn't realize flashlights were so sacred to you guys.
Well, mine is more about forgetfulness. Like if I leave it, I will never remember that I left it there.
And I'm just bad at sharing.
I bet I haven't touched a flashlight in 25 years.
Really?
What?
Come on now.
That is such a claim.
How?
I don't even own a flashlight.
What?
What are you gonna do if the power
He's
goes
got
out?
candles.
Candles?
But come
I'm
on,
lousy with
If you have to
candles.
go outside, you can't be like
Yeah.
Gandalf the Graying it. Like
Yeah. What are you walking around like Scrooge with a candle and a little dish?
Who goes
Yelling
outside
at
at night?
Yelling at the
what if
ghosts
there's
of
an
Christmas past.
emergency?
I can see at night. Can you guys not see at night?
No.
Dave, what if something
No.
happens and you have to like look in the bushes?
What if something happens where all the streetlights go out and
Yeah.
everything's out, the grid's down?
Once the apocalypse
Dave's
hits,
walking
you're
around
gonna
with
feel silly.
Dave's walking around with like 7 candles strapped to him. He looks like the Human Torch.
I swear to God, I wouldn't know where to find a flashlight.
In your whole house.
No, I bought one,
Yeah.
but the very first time I pushed it didn't work, so I just tossed it in a drawer somewhere.
Check if the batteries
You bought
are in
one, but you
right?
ended up leaving it in the women's restroom. And now here we are.
Rick is defending the flashlights versus
boy,
the
here we go.
lamps in the men's bathroom. He says women don't have to aim at a target. You guys could take a seat as well. No one says
We
you have to
could,
stand.
but-
Yeah, but then we wouldn't be able to see either.
But we also get made fun of for doing that.
Who makes fun of you for ever doing
You've
anything
never
in the
heard that?
bathroom?
Well, I
He
mean,
makes
it's a
fun of-
joke.
You'd be
It's
in
a
the
joke.
stall. No one
Like,
can
they
see
joke.
you.
No, I get it.
I sit down all the time. It's a break. It's a break from life.
Tell me you've never heard people make that joke.
No.
Really?
I've heard it.
Maybe
I've
it's
heard
just
it.
a sports thing.
I mean, like a specific joke, or
Like,
just
oh,
like
you pee sitting down like that.
It's like you're a lady.
It's not like
of sorts.
anybody's.
You're a
That's not like
girl.
anybody's watching you in the stall and noting it. It's just it's an insult that some guys use, and it's a stupid insult.
I'm watching. I'm policing all that.
It's just like feet looking under whose shoes are those?
I got a
He's just like, that
spreadsheet.
better be number 2.
Yeah, I got a
you better
spreadsheet
not
going.
Be in there. Well, if you're in there for the short version, that's okay too.
spreadsheet.
He's charting it. He's got the analytics working on who poops when.
No, I sit down most of the time.
Even here
Sure.
in our
Well, he uses the
disgusting.
private bathroom or like the one toilet
Okay,
bathroom.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I don't sit down in a urinal.
Not a urinal, but in the
But
there's
like-
stalls in the public one. They're just gross.
Yeah, and we have our own bathroom. We have the executive one
Which was
holder.
completely out of toilet paper.
Yeah, no
today.
toilet paper.
Which
So
is what led me to
you
the
can
big
either
bathroom
wipe
and the
in the
flash
Which
dark.
is completely out of toilet paper in complete darkness.
Oh, that's funny. It's good stuff.
Are there lights on over by you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the back half of the building is fine. It seems like everything is working except for the bathroom lights.
And the doors.
Right,
Has anybody tried the bathroom lights, or are we just assuming?
I hope they never come on again. That lamp is
The
righteous.
lamp is nice. I want
The
a
lamp is made for one Mr. Dave Glover because it's
Yeah.
very cozy, very warm lighting in there
Yeah.
now. Instead of the harsh fluorescence that you'd get for, a well-lit building.
Oh, he's not about that technology. He wants candles in there.
I would prefer candles.
If it were to be sure that
we'll come
the
in tomorrow and there'll be 20 candles.
to be
lined up.
sure that everyone in the audience knows, if it were up to Dave, in this whole office building would be like candle lit,
We'd be like Abe Lincoln.
dim
reading by the
lamps
fire.
with like a nice funky silk blanket over it to give a little color.
Yeah.
That is Dave lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish the whole world was just a big Casbah.
And you know what? We'd probably all be happier for
Yeah,
it.
we
I'm
definitely
going to go on
be
a limb
happier.
and bet that's probably not accepted here.
Casbahs.
To have candles, like open flames and
Yeah,
stuff.
we found that out the hard way.
We got
Remember,
in
we had
trouble.
that
you?
one engineer, the one that was super OCD and anal.
Yeah.
We always wore Mickey Mouse gloves.
Yep.
And that was like our second day here.
Yeah, so we used to, at our old company Wheels, we used to light candles all the time
They didn't care.
because they're, we needed a positive scent in the room sometimes. Let's put it that way.
I get what you mean.
And so
Yeah.
we were like,
We were
we
fighting
can't.
battles you cannot comprehend.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we,
can
we
comprehend,
were
Trust me.
we were
I've
at
won many of those
war.
battles.
We were at war.
Yeah,
And
we were like the Visigoths or something.
Storming Rome.
that was our big problem when we brought the scented candle situation over here and we were told we couldn't have them. We were like, you don't understand. This
Do you want a
is
show or not? Like,
yeah. We are keeping the darkness at bay here.
Yeah, this isn't about lighting.
This is about sanctuary.
It's about protecting the nose.
Okay, good start. Good start. Let's hope that generator goes out. We're out of here by 2 p.m. Is it wrong to take a picture of the girls' bathroom and publish it?
No, I don't think so.
no,
Okay,
it's just
great.
the sink.
I mean, as long as no one's in there.
Thanks.
Andrew's going to be looking for feet.
Not at that one.
Oh, just
I don't
the
have a
guys.
spreadsheet on the girls.
Okay, just the guys. I guess
Are
the
you looking
guys.
for a feet
We
pointing
don't do
towards the
that
toilet
anyway.
and the girls? It took a long time to get to that joke. Tell you guys about First Missouri Credit Union, and I've been a member now for a couple of years, and I love it. It's great. I almost said like everything I say is true. Like what a shock! But they do pay you 4.27% interest on your checking account, up to $100,000. So there have been a lot of people, according to my client Steve, who's the CEO there, that have moved. Hey, here's $100,000. It's just sitting in my other account in another bank, earning 3%. So you might as well get a little better. We have the lowest vehicle rates in town, so always check that. If you're going to buy a vehicle somewhere else and they're like, "How come see the finance guy?" Say, "Nah, you know what? I'm going to talk to the guy over at First Missouri." It's called First Missouri because it is literally the first credit union in Missouri. Very, very nice people. 2 locations down on Lee May Ferry. And here's kind of the kicker to me. Because if I were you and I lived in, Fenton or Litchfield or something like that, I'd be like, well, that's a little out of my way. But because of the system that credit unions have all over the world, I have one within about a half a mile of where I live that I can go to, and I have one within a block of where I work down here downtown, and all I have to do is walk in, say I'm from First Missouri, here's my check, I'd like to deposit it. Great, thanks very much. 314-544-5050, the number one, stmocu.org.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Hi, I'm Michelle from Bethesda. You've probably heard me talk with Dave on the air about Bethesda in general, but not specifically about the Bethesda Terrace Independent Living Community in Oakville. What makes Bethesda Terrace truly special is our gorgeous 10-acre backyard with water features and walking paths. It's the perfect place to relax and enjoy yourself with friends. And if you have a dog, we have a dog park. Our experienced team would love to show you how easy it is to join the Bethesda family. Go to BethesdaHealth.org and click Contact Us. Complete the form. We'll take it from there.
When you retire, the paycheck from your job will likely stop. But here's what won't stop: bills, taxes, and medical issues. Sure, there's Social Security, but that may not be enough. Steve All and his team at the All Financial Group can show you potential ways to develop a new stream of income that can last as long as you live. Kind of like having your own personal pension. You won't have to worry about whether the market is up or down or who's sitting in the White House. You can spend your time instead on the things that matter, like family, friends, and doing the things you never had time to do before. Call Steve All today at 636-230-8824. That's 636-230-8824 and schedule a custom income review at no charge. Or find us online at yourmoneymattersstl.com. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice.
When pain starts to slow you down, BJC Healthcare and WashU Medicine orthopedic specialists are here to help. Nationally recognized leaders in orthopedics deliver care that's informed by research and personalized for you. From everyday aches to complex injuries and recovery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love. Find an orthopedic specialist today. Visit bjc.org/orthopedics or call 314-362-9355.
After a disaster, emotional recovery takes time. Show Me Hope Missouri is here for you with free confidential support. Counselors help with stress, coping skills, and connect to resources. If the St. Louis tornado impacted you, visit moshowmehope.org from Missouri Department of Mental Health.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at lancedrurylaw.com.
Still here, still trusted. The voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX 122. So, Rach and I went to the game last week during the day. Wheels, you didn't even come in, and Andrew didn't want to go. And stayed till about the 6th inning. Rach, do you remember the reason we left?
Because people were getting too rowdy.
People were starting the wave.
Oh.
And I just hate the wave so much. And the guy starting it, like all wave starters, was like a really super loud douche. And he was like but he was real close to us, like 2 sections away. And he tried to start it like 3 times. I'm like, let's get out of here.
Yeah, and then like people were yelling back and forth to each other, and calm down, guys. I know we're at a baseball game, but
yeah,
relax.
I was going to say, it sounds like you guys are describing a baseball game.
And there was like 9,000 people.
Real.
Just like, okay.
Now, this is not an own, but you guys, you have back in the days when the Cardinals were really good, you didn't go very much, right?
No.
I think that because what you're used to is the quietness of these last couple of years.
Yeah, you might be right.
Maybe the world is returning to normal. Nature is maybe resetting itself.
I don't mind loud. I like loud. Like the best sporting event I've ever been to was the World Baseball Classic with Ackerman and Michael Kelly, and it was loud the whole time.
Oh man, songs
I just don't
and
like
chants.
the wave.
No, I hate the wave too. It's stupid.
I don't like forced fun. Don't try to make me have fun.
Look, the wave was fun in the 80s when everybody wanted to do it. And then it stopped being fun because we go, all right, we've done this before.
So do you feel like self-conscious when the wave comes around and you choose not to participate?
Yes.
Do you feel like
I don't.
Do you feel like everybody is looking at you like,
Yes.
oh, why
They
won't
can look.
this
My
guy
ass is
do the
planted in
wave?
the chair. It's fine. Just sit down fast so I can see the game.
Yep.
My ass is planted.
Don't make me miss a pitch.
Dave Hines says, what's it like to be the 2 biggest squares in the whole park?
That's okay. I don't care. It's great. It feels wonderful.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with that.
I can get him out of here if you want.
He's never been put in timeout, has he?
He never has.
Do it.
Yeah, he's out of.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, watch yourselves.
Oh, no!
He's not going to learn his lesson.
36-year-old
always
Andrew
feel-
has a shorter trigger.
I do always
He's an
feel
old man.
bad because it does. It also like erases all of the comments that they've made today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least today it's only 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, for now,
Yeah.
a lot of day left to go.
Now it's becoming a badge of honor. I can't believe we don't have more people begging to get the timeout.
Please put me in timeout. Please.
Just don't give me the permanent one.
Oh, I hope I don't get spanked.
It's like radio BDSM.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm
right,
saying.
Did I say that in the right order?
And it sounded right.
It's like some kind of
What does it stand
MSBD.
for? It's like bondage.
Some kind of MS-13.
Duh.
I don't even know. I swear to God, I don't know what it stands for.
Machine. I don't know what it stands for.
I'm afraid to look it up. I'm doing
I
it.
know. I feel like I shouldn't.
Bondage is the first one. That's
Dirty
Bondage, dirty.
stupid.
sex moaners.
It stands for bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism.
Oh, all sounds awful.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Like every one of those things.
That's why I say
sounds
BDSM.
Pretty terrible. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, if you're on a dating site, like, what are you into? It's like, okay, I'm bored already.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me give you the bullet points. I'm also into bullet
It
points.
starts
Just
with
4
having to
letters.
memorize something.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
At first, you don't need to know what this means.
Yeah, right. We'll
you'll
teach you.
Yeah.
I don't like being tied up, but I'm really into acronyms.
I wonder if people ever in the middle, you're like, okay, this has been enough. And it's
Yeah.
like, hey, can
That's
I
what
get
safe
out of
words
this
are.
That's
now?
what safe
They're
words
like,
are for.
No, you can't.
Oklahoma.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes part of it is like the resistance. So that's why you have like
Oh, the safe word.
pineapple or Oklahoma, something that you wouldn't say in that situation so that it's clear like, okay, no, this is.
Yeah.
But what if-
Jacob says, I've got anxiety now because of the block threat. Everyone looks so handsome today.
Thank you, Jacob.
You're good.
Thank you.
You're good. This is probably what BDSM is like.
Yeah, no, I'm having fun.
People just tell you
Andrew's
you're
the
handsome.
dominatrix of the stream.
So what are, I know that females are mistresses. What are males? Who are like the boss?
Getting stepped on, I think. Oh, like that or the boss? Oh.
I mean, there got to be some male bosses.
Yeah. I guess master, perhaps?
Warlocks.
Warlocks. The wizards.
Sorcerers, maybe? Who knows?
The warlocks.
Showing up with a robe and a big hat going, I feel like I misread your email.
You shall not pass.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Ranchi and Amy Markscores connect you with the people, places, and conversations that bring our community together.
And now you get to hear about poo-poo in a box from a firefighter.
No, come on.
The hammerhead worm. And you get to hear about car fires.
And sinkholes.
And sinkholes. I love our newsroom. I think they're doing a great job.
From neighborhood happenings to local heroes, from everyday challenges to unforgettable stories. Chris and Amy, weekdays from 9 to noon on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
So Dr. Corey Solman is kind of a strange live endorsement because I don't want anything bad to happen to you guys. I don't want anything bad to happen to my family. And so I kind of hope that you never meet Dr. Solman professionally. But KMOX has a big enough audience out there and thousands of people and car accidents and sports and slip and falls and those kinds of things. Any number of you are going to need to see an orthopedic surgeon. Now, whether you do or not, and let me make this point for this live endorsement. It's not like the olden days when you have to call your general practitioner and get a referral and he sends you to his or her golf buddy. You can call Dr. Corey Solman, 636-231-5881, SolmanOrthopedics.com. Let him know that, hey, I'm from the DGS and I can tell you, proof positive, that does help. That does grease the wheels. That does get you in, especially if it's something emergent. That if someone just took a bad fall or they just had a car accident and you need to see them quick, they will get you in. Whether it's a sprained ankle or it's a green stick compound fracture, a back issue, whatever it happens to be, you can trust Corey. He is one of the best surgeons just when it comes to knowledge and dexterity. He's a very easy guy to talk to, very affable, very charming, very funny. Again, that's Solman, S-O-L-M-A-N, SolmanOrthopedics.com.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
All about sunshine as we go through our Monday afternoon. All is dry for a change. 88 for the high. We can deal with that. Tonight, clear skies. Temperatures falling through the 80s for any early evening plans. 69 for the low. Tuesday, sunshine and 90. Clear skies Tuesday night, 72. Wednesday, sunshine, still dry, 91. Still dry Thursday and Friday with high temperatures around 93. Not too bad. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
It's time for a $98 AC tune-up.
Honey, I found the one.
Oh, I thought I was the one.
Oh, you are, but this one's certified, background check, shows up on time, and can install all the ceiling fans.
Heating, cooling, electrical, and plumbing. Trusted pros who do it right.
Bill, that's a big smile for an old politician.
I'm thinking about our plan. It's slick enough to make a lobbyist blush. First, we hoodwink voters with Amendment 5. Tell them it's a tax cut. Once they're hooked, we decide who pays the higher taxes.
So it's not a tax cut plan, and we don't get a say?
Right, just swaps who pays the tax, but it does remove 3 voter-passed taxpayer constitutional protections. That lets us levy new taxes on services, increase sales taxes, and even tax home sales. And voters will no longer get to vote on tax hikes.
Higher sales taxes on groceries, gas, service taxes on doctor visits, childcare, and even rent on apartments. Jeez. Taxes could exceed 20%.
Sure, they figure that up to 80% of taxpayers will pay more taxes. Many, hundreds more. Seniors, they'll get hit even harder, but our big donors will cut a fat hog.
The ones getting butchered by Amendment 5 are most taxpayers. I'm voting no on 5.
Paid for by Missourians for fair taxation.
We are on the biggest stage in the world right now, and you know I am talking about soccer. The whole world is paying attention, and FanDuel has decided to change the game. And as you know, if you bet soccer, that sometimes your player gets subbed out, and then what happens? Your bet goes with them. Well, FanDuel says we have a better way to do it. That's not happening anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute, so you are still in it until the final whistle. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started now. I've been telling you about this app for many, many months. I love using it. It's easy to use. All the information you need is right there. FanDuel.com/Missouri. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX 134. Did you guys see the video of the old grandpa getting housed by the bison?
That's one of the scariest videos because you just see not only those things are huge and powerful, you see how fast those things move.
Chasing him around a bunch of trees.
I know he's not fast, but for something to take turns that quickly at that size just blew me away.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they were doing anything wrong.
I don't think they were.
They were 100 yards away. They always tell you to stay, at a distance. They weren't one of those idiots that go up close to him or were harassing it. I mean, the guy just took a picture from a distance and was wrong place, wrong time. Normally, I hammer those people for being stupid. I don't think they were being stupid.
No.
Well, it's almost like the bison have no clue the
What's going
arbitrary
on?
distance that man has put upon them. Like, oh, you were behind the line. Oh, excuse me. Never. Yeah. I'm so sorry about that, man.
Hey, he's just taking a picture.
Yeah. Like, they don't care.
No.
It's cool.
And, when they're in a mood, and it's that time of year, I guess, the bison are in rut, so they're all fired up. You just got to be careful about it. And it almost looked like it reacted to that truck that drove by.
Yeah.
And charged in that direction, and then they were just there.
Then he saw that guy.
Yeah,
and he's like,
hey, easier target.
He'll do.
Man, he went flying.
Dude.
I guess he's pretty busted up.
Yeah, it had to be bad because he was 10 feet in the air doing a full flip and no controlling that landing. And especially not, I don't know how old he was, but he seemed to be old enough where that was bad.
Yeah. He has a bunch of grandkids, so he's that age.
Right.
Yeah, you know those pools that you see like in Yellowstone that are crazy colors and they have steam coming off them, and they'll tell you this is pure hydrochloric acid. Every year people stick their hands in there and end up getting pulling out a stump or whatever you do.
Yeah.
Stupid people. I need to admit I was wrong about something.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you could take a bison? And you saw the video and you were like, well, maybe not.
No, but before I admit I was wrong about something, that brings up a good topic. 28% of Americans polled think that they could make a penalty kick in a World Cup match. 6% of women over 65 think they could put one in the back of the net.
Against people their own age?
No, in a World Cup match.
No.
Against the goalie.
No. You have no idea that your for lack of better term, your kick exit velocity is going to be like a child compared to a professional international level goalkeeper.
So do
they will not have trouble with you.
So do these people just watch the World Cup and anytime they don't make it, they're like, "Oh, you suck."
Yeah, I guess.
I could have done that blindfolded.
Should have kicked to the left, dude. Left.
I simply would have made the goal if it were me.
Me and all 7 of my grandchildren and all 4 of my great-grandchildren could have made that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played soccer. I've never been a big international soccer guy. Man, it's nothing but drama.
Is it?
Oh,
you mean like the World Cup?
Yes.
Oh, it has been total drama for the last 2 weeks with the VAR reviews and red cards and yellow cards and you see the big one, the big Viking meanie from Norway he comes out of the match in extra time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Could you imagine Michael Jordan coming out of a game in the final minutes in overtime of an NBA Finals game?
Just nuts.
I couldn't believe it. He was clearly having problems with his teammates, though.
Yeah.
Did you catch some of the videos?
Yeah, I mean, the one guy
just completely did not pass to him.
Yeah.
Probably thinking, we have the lead. This is my chance to shine or something stupid. But, yeah, when the best scorer, one of the best scorers on the planet, is standing there in the middle of the field and you're on a rush and you can get it to him, get it to him.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about soccer. I know that.
Yes. You can pick that out. Here's the thing I was wrong about. So last week we were talking about Bigfoot, and the guy who caught one said he had it tested, and it's 50% Neanderthal and 50% human. And I said, no, I think it's the Denisovans, because Denisovans were 8 feet tall. And I know this because I'm smart and I know about Bigfoot. Mm-hmm. And my friend Kevin Wheeler Googled it, and he goes, I don't know. I think they're only like 5'6". And I got really aggressive. I'm like, that's wrong. And so he just backed off.
Well, because I
like,
wasn't sure. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes Google gives you bad info.
So over the weekend, I'm like, oh, let me just rub Wheeler's face in this. So I Googled it, and sure enough, they were between 5 feet and 5'6". I have no idea where I got 8 foot tall.
And maybe it is just like, think about the variation in humans. There may have been a Denisovan found that was big like that.
That's a good point.
You know, and that may have been the story that you saw, as opposed to, because, when you take that one, let's say, we have humans that
they dug up Robert Wadlow.
Yeah, we've got humans on the planet now, 7 foot. Look at Wemby; he's 7'6", and that's not normal. Normal is 5'10", 5'11", 5, or almost said 5'12".
Could you perhaps have been considering the Nephilim? Of course, the half giants.
Could be. But I mean, that's a pretty big.
That's
mistake.
a big different. Yeah, that's a big different realm, right? Because that's getting more into the spiritual.
I just got over my skis about the foot.
Yeah, I bet it was a story that they found a gigantic Denisovan skull or something, and that one might have been 7 feet tall. And look, the average would have been maybe 5.5. But that's, there are always outliers.
Rach and Andrew, coming from the Alton area, how big a deal was Robert Wadlow in your childhood? A deal at all?
The biggest possible deal.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There's a statue of him.
There's a statue of him. We talk about it all the time.
Same.
We talk about it all the time to people that are visiting.
My dad worked.
We talk about it all the time to people who live there.
My dad worked with his brother. What? And I thought we were like royalty.
Man, you go visit that statue, no matter how many times you go, that was a big man. You see it next to him, it's like, I can't believe this was a real person.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude.
I also think that every time I see the line, which you also is a big deal in Alton, whenever you take people into Alton, you have to show them the line on the ConAgra building.
Yeah.
Of where the flood was, and you got to go, that's pretty high.
Between Robert Wadlow and the Pie-Saw bird, man.
It's an interesting place. It's an interesting place to live.
All the hauntings.
Mm-hmm.
You lived in the hotel, right?
The shopping mall, Mineral Springs Mall.
Yeah.
I guess it was a hotel at one point, too.
Yeah.
So is Wadlow still considered the tallest person?
Yes, sir.
Ever?
Yes.
Because
he was 14 feet tall.
It's a bizarre thing, because where I grew up, we had the tallest identical twins in world history, and they, I think, still hold that title. They're both 7'6" or something, and they were good basketball players. Like, it was an actual thing. Like, we were like, oh my god, these guys are actually.
Kevin bringing the challenge. He's like, I just think it's funny because I actually had the tallest person ever in my hometown.
Well, no, it's weird that
I'm
we
just
grew up
kidding.
on that area. No.
Bobby says, didn't someone say that they could be on the Olympic toboggan team?
That's different.
Toboggan?
No one said that.
They have a toboggan?
They said that they could be the middle guy
on a bobsled.
In a bobsled.
Right.
Very different things.
Yeah.
I don't know what that goes into that, though.
I do. You run real fast for 15 feet, you jump in the middle, and you put your head down.
Yeah, I know it goes into it. Whole lot of nothing.
They usually just have a celebrity do it.
They have to all lean and move at the same time.
Not everyone. Not the middle guy.
Takes off the helmet, and it was Bill Murray. What? That's fun.
The middle guy's just going for a fun ride.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like riding with your dad on a motorcycle. Just
we're gonna
relax.
get all these calls. I was the middle guy on my sled team.
The middle guy has to give just words of encouragement, because otherwise he'll just feel uncomfortable.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go around a particularly sharp bend, and you go, whew.
You guys need help? No? Okay.
You know who couldn't?
I'll just lay here.
Who couldn't do it? Amy Mark scores. Because she passed out from the G-forces on the old mine train at Six Flags.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I love that story.
It's so funny.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't know that I like the idea of being confined like that as the middle person in a bobsled.
Just the claustrophobia of
Well,
it?
I mean, yeah, I just hope you had a clean lunch. You're awfully close to the danger zone if someone had a Mexican lunch.
You're afraid of getting pooped on?
I don't know how often
Yeah.
they're eating a Mexican lunch before.
I know, I'm just saying.
Other how often they're pooping
Other
on each
things
other.
cause. I'm not talking about actual duty.
Mexico's legendary bobsled team.
Just talking about the Arkansas barking spider. That's got to be a
Should've
terrible spot.
had Mexican food.
Yeah.
It's all Mexican.
I mean, every athlete trains with protein, and protein farts are the worst.
This is an extremely Kevin Wheeler concern.
I know.
Extremely.
Is getting on your Olympic bobsled team and go, I hope I don't poop and fart.
Just don't put me in the middle, man.
I hope nobody poops and farts.
I can't get out of here. I'm stuck.
So you want to be in the front of the human centipede.
Well, the front is probably the best if you can steer because nothing's, yeah. But in the back, you get this got a little air. You know, turn your head to the right or something.
But the middle.
It's like swimming. But the middle, you're stuck.
Yeah. That's the downside.
Yes.
That's the downside.
You
could probably just roll off of there. Just tuck and roll off there.
You're in the gas zone.
If you needed to.
So you need a guy with big thighs that can run fast for 15 feet
and hold their
has
breath.
no sense of smell.
Can you hold your breath the whole time? How long is that race? It's like a minute. I can hold my breath for a minute.
Wow, this didn't go where I thought it would go. At all.
Dave says the suits are too airtight for farts. I do not believe that for a second.
It's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to get out. It's gas.
It's come out of your neck. Or something. Fixes bathrooms, BDSM, and farts. This is KMOX.
That's our next promo. Tune into DGS. Oh, my God.
That's almost ban-worthy right there.
No, I think that was funny.
Oh, it can be funny
Yeah,
and
that's
ban-worthy. they're not mutually exclusive. Let me tell you guys about Mark and Neil Gelman of the Gelman team of eXp Realty. And if you listen to the show all the time, you know, you get to know my live endorsements. You know the Gelmans. You know that's who I represent, have for like 18 years. And, you know, the other day when I did my live, I had Sue Thomas sitting next to me. She is a real estate agent. And I obviously wanted to be respectful of that, but I didn't say anything. I did say it in front of her. And I think it's super cool. Nick has his real estate license as well. You know, that if you want to sell a couple, you know, half a dozen houses each year, that's great side hustle. But it's not like the well-oiled machine that is the Gelman team. They just have more. They know more. They have better access to resources that other realtors don't have. They have decades of experience. They're excellent negotiators, really good at communication. So if you're like me, and if I text you and you don't text me back in 5 seconds, I think you're mad at me or I think there's something wrong with the deal, you're going to like the Gelmans. As they describe it, they were on the show a couple weeks ago and said that, hey, if you have a $2 million house in St. Louis, you're in luck because these things are flying. One in my neighborhood just sold for like $100,000 more than the asking price. So that's good. That's good for me. Although I'm not looking to sell it. But still, if you want to find out what they think your house is worth right now, just go to the front page of thegelmanteam.com. Put in your address. We'll give you a number. If you want to talk about that number, 314-336-1991.
Certain restrictions apply.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Let's take a break.
Good idea.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing on that Amendment 4?
You know we fought for our freedom and rights. I'm not giving them away without a fight.
Ford takes them?
That's exactly what Ford does. For over 100 years, Missouri voters have used our constitutional power to act when the politicians refused. I'll be darned if I'm voting to pass on less freedom and power to my kids.
And doesn't Ford kill majority rule?
Yep, creates minority rule, where just 5% of statewide voters in one district can block anti-citizen-led reform, making it nearly impossible to pass citizen-led ballot measures.
That's just dumb.
And when the politicians refuse to act, we've used citizen-led ballot measures to pass some big stuff, like lobbyist reforms, term limits for career politicians, and outlawing tax hikes without voter approval.
I'm not surrendering my power and rights to a bunch of politicians and lobbyists. I've no on Amendment 4.
Hard no on 4.
Pay 4 buttons or inch, prepare governance.
Soldiers Memorial Military Museum looks at American military history through the lens of St. Louis. From the Revolutionary War to the present day, the gallery showcases stories of local service members and delve into the city's wartime history. Outside, the Court of Honors includes monuments to those who lost their lives in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Admission is free. Find information about special exhibits at mohistory.org/memorial. That's mohistory.org/memorial.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX 149. Mike Stewart, who I believe to be the Hall of Fame manager of the Bud Light baseball team, on the stream says, I have Robert Wadlow's shoe.
Only one?
Right. That sounds sketch. That sounds really sketch.
How'd you get a hold of that, Mike?
Put some wheels on it, you can drive it around.
I feel like there was a vision center in downtown Alton that had some of Robert Wadlow's belongings in a case.
I bet that's where Stu stole it from.
Maybe. But I remember
he stole my
visiting
shoe
as a
once.
child.
He's putting that in Robert Wadlow's stream chat. I got Dave Glover's shoe.
How many of our shoes do you think would fit inside his shoe? I bet both of my shoes fit inside that shoe.
Well, the Twin Towers, my great nephews, wear an 18 and a 20. And they're 6'10".
Yeah.
So I'm sure we could Google that, or we could just ask Stu.
Robert
like,
Wadlow had a 37 AA shoe.
That'll do it.
37.
I believe that's how he died. He rubbed a sore on his foot. At least that's the legend in South Roxana. And got an infection and died at like 21.
Yeah, he was super young.
That's crazy. That's definitely like 3 of my shoes. Shaq wears a 22, just to put it into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a 7'2" guy who's gigantic, and Wadlow's, I mean, it's not even close.
So you know how you Google things and then it'll be like, people also ask.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
In mine, I said, how big is Robert Wadlow's shoe?
Did you leave shoe off and see what it said?
No. And then it says, people also ask, what is Oprah Winfrey's shoe size?
Now we're talking.
The same people or just?
I don't know.
In general.
I guess this is just, a commonly, like, people are wondering about Oprah's feet.
So Stu just
and what's
texted
the
me
answer?
Says
and
11.
said, get my name out of your effing mouth.
Oh, man.
He says, I have it. My father-in-law worked at Brown Shoe Company, and they made Robert Wadlow's shoes.
That's cool.
It's cool as hell.
I knew he'd have a good story because Mike's got a good story for everything.
Stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is National Embrace Your Geekness Day.
All right.
They said that everyone's a geek about something. Well,
no, it's true.
Geek, nerd,
No,
dork.
same thing.
Same
It's
thing?
all the same thing.
Okay.
You're extraordinarily attached to something that other people aren't.
See, I always think of geek like, ooh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen,
Pocket protector.
I did a bit on this on sports radio because people would make fun of, whatever. You're collecting cards or whatever. Like, I went through, like, people you would think are, like, the coolest people in the world, Hollywood actors and rock stars. Oh, and my stamp collection and my bottle cap collection for all these. It's like, everybody's got something.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
I had many things, but my prized possession was the Planet of the Apes television show playing cards, just like baseball cards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love those things. I love that show. Just like Starsky and Hutch, but with apes. Like The blonde one was smart and not cool, and the brunette guy was a badass, just like Starsky.
Yeah.
Loved it. Oh, get this. Amelia Earhart was in an open marriage where both she and her husband could have sex with other people. It was her idea because she considered marriage, quote, foolish and faithfulness, quote, medieval. Ha!
Man.
Yeah, how'd that work out for her?
She got ate by crabs.
Yeah, Amelia Earhart. She was a trailblazer in many ways.
Plane's not the only thing that went down. Did you see the Mick Jagger thing?
No.
Someone was interviewing him, and they said, have you seen the John Mulaney stand-up where he says that you are not nice? Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Where he pitches a joke, and he's like, not funny.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. And he said, oh, you had this, Wheels.
I had the video.
Take it.
Oh, I didn't send it, but he was just talking about what fame does to you. And
it just damages your brain forever.
I mean, it just puts you in a position where, well, I mean, you get so much thrown at you, right, that you just stop being nice about things, essentially. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. That's not, he said it way better. But that's kind of the idea, is that you have so many people throwing so many things at you, and you just end up, if not intentionally, unintentionally being mean sometimes when you don't intend it, because you're just like, no, I don't have time for this. But that bit is really funny with Mulaney.
Do you think that's valid? Like, if you are a huge superstar, can you still be nice and kind and courteous to people?
Yes.
Yeah, you can, but you're going to have moments.
Yeah, if you aren't, then you're just using it as an excuse to be a jerk.
Because there are plenty of people that aren't like outright all the time jerks that are really famous, but the kind of the point is, like, say like in our lives, if we are perceived as jerky 1 in every 10 interactions with someone that we don't know very well. Well, we might have 10 interactions like that in a month. These people have 100, so there's now 10 times as many stories. So even if they're just like we are in that every once in a while you have a bad day, they're going to have more of those stories because they're dealing with more people and more people that they don't know. Because when you're with people you know, it's comfort, it's different. But when you're with people you don't know, those interactions can be awkward and they can be misunderstood.
Yeah.
And makes it a little more difficult. And then there are the outright jerks that are just that way because they're on power trips and they can.
No matter how famous I was, I don't think I'm capable of doing the thing where celebrities just walk by you and don't look at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it would
we've all
have to
seen
be
that. Rachel, and you're just like, "Rrr."
It would have to be like I'm in a super big hurry, but even then I feel like I would wave or
That'd be okay.
say something, like,
If
hey
you're in a
guys,
super big hurry.
sorry I can't stop, whatever.
Tell you guys about my friend Ben Barnett at Timberline Professional Tree Care. You can find him at stltreecare.com. Now, I can and will tell you that he is a certified master arborist, one of the only ones in St. Louis, that there are 7 other certified arborists on the staff. So in every job, there will be a certified arborist, and that's important. But what I really need to tell you is just this. At some point, if you're kind of normal, you're going to have a tree issue. For me, I had a bunch of honeysuckles that were just like taking over everything. And Ben came out of the house. He's like, yeah, those should go. Make room for some other stuff or just get rid of them. So, trees, bushes, shrubs. If you need to plant trees, they do that. If you need to remove trees, they do that. If you have a big, giant stump that's been there since your grandpa lived on the property, we can pull that out for you if you want. We can diagnose what's going on with your trees, whether they're, saplings or they're established. Could be bugs, could be the soil, could be watering, could be so many things, but they're going to know, proof positive, and they can help you to save that tree. I think the world of Ben. I think he's a good guy. I think he is solid. I think he's going to do everything he says he's going to do. So within the sound of my voice, anywhere in the metro area, if you need, storm comes by and drop some limbs on your driveway, call Ben. Go to stltreecare.com.
Things in Washington, D.C. may seem unsettled at times by their lack of progress, but one department in the U.S. government is progressing. That is the IRS. Hi, this is Lance Story with the Lance Story Law Firm. The IRS is in full function to collect on unpaid taxes. If you've been putting off a tax problem, it's time to call the Lance Story Law Firm and get it resolved. Don't think the government is too busy to focus on my issues. Too many of my clients thought the same. So if you owe back taxes or or haven't filed returns in years? It's time to call the Lance Drury Law Firm and finally resolve your tax issues. Remember, if you have tax problems, you have legal problems. Call the Lance Drury Law Firm. Our office is right here in St. Louis. Or call 314-260-6120 or visit LanceDruryLaw.com to schedule your free consultation with your local tax resolution law firm, the Lance Drury Law Firm.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you wash that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Ah, nope, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever, now with odor-fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck, taxed. Your property, taxed. Everything you buy, taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. The voice of St. Louis.
At 2 o'clock, we've got sunshine. It's 87 degrees downtown at the Arch. The Red Cross has closed its emergency shelter in Centerville as Southeast Missouri shifts from flood rescue to cleanup. Volunteers handed out more than 130 relief kits over the weekend. With waters finally receding, teams are now surveying the damage. The Red Cross is asking for financial donations to fund the ongoing recovery. Missouri Task Force 1 worked on Friday with the National Guard rescuing campers from Camp Tom Suck, which was completely cut off by rising floodwaters.
Some people were caught off guard because the water rose overnight, and so it's very difficult. And the best thing to do is to try to escape to high ground. But these situations, they unfold very quickly when the rain starts pouring down like this.
Task Force 1's Ryan Benedict says they had 8 Black Hawk helicopters and rescued more than 200 people. On Total Information AM, he said the water was 16 feet higher than normal after as much as a foot of rain fell. Less than a month out from the August primaries, a former congresswoman is attempting to contrast her disaster response from the candidate who currently holds the seat.
Former Congresswoman Cori Bush is arguing incumbent Wesley Bell has not lived up to his campaign promise of being a more effective legislator than her, especially when it comes to tornado relief. She contrasts the lack of a community development block grant for disaster relief following the May tornado with the $110 million the city received after the flood of 2022.
It was because I didn't allow people to tell me no. I know that the money was supposed to be for one area for our disaster recovery, but I called everybody. I called every federal agency I could. That's how you do it.
Bush adds it is not a valid excuse that in 2022, Democrats controlled the House, Senate, and the White House, compared to now when Republicans control all three. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
KMOX has reached out to Congressman Bell, and we are awaiting a response. This just in, a worker at the U.S. Steel plant in Granite City was killed early Saturday morning. Authorities say 62-year-old Mitchell Nelson of Bridgeton was fatally electrocuted while trying to turn off a storm-damaged transformer. Police are continuing to investigate. Former Missouri U.S. Senator Jim Talent considers the late South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham a friend. Talent tells KMOX's Chris and Amy that Graham was not afraid to speak his mind and tried to sustain the norms of the office.
Lindsey had the same basic attitude I did, which is, look, just because you disagree with a judge doesn't mean you shouldn't vote to confirm them, provided that they have a consistent jurisprudence and they're willing to stick to it.
Graham died suddenly over the weekend at age of 71. 12 states are now suing to block the proposed merger between Paramount and Warner Brothers Discovery from moving forward. ABC's Mike Dubusky.
The new lawsuit claims the $110 billion deal to merge two of the largest entertainment companies in the world would result in less competition, higher prices, and fewer options on the big and the small screen. California Attorney General Rob Bonta leading the effort.
Movie theaters, basic cable TV distributors, and audiences on every sofa and in every movie seat would feel the impact of this unlawful merger.
Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
Earlier this year, the Justice Department said it was not planning to challenge that merger. The Dow from Stifel down 147 points to 52,489.
All about sunshine as we go through our Monday afternoon. All is dry for a change. 88 for the high. We can deal with that. Tonight, clear skies. Temperatures falling through the 80s for any early evening plans. 69 for the low. Tuesday, sunshine and 90. Clear skies Tuesday night, 72. Wednesday, sunshine, still dry, 91. Still dry Thursday and Friday with high temperatures around 93. Not too bad. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sunshine and 87 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. So I've been talking on the air about my new best friend, Ed, who I met playing golf down in Florida with Ricky Horton and John Tudor, and super cool guy. And we just become buddies. We play golf all the time, go out and hit balls and stuff. Super interesting dude. And he was telling me that his son, Edward E. Curtis IV, is a scholar of Islam. And I said, oh, man, we need to get him on the show. And so Andrew's been working on it, and today we have him. Professor Edward E. Curtis joins us. He is the editor of Arab Americana, the William N. and Gail M. Plater Chair of the Liberal Arts, Director of Arabic and Islamic Studies at Indiana University, and he joins us now. Ed, great to meet you, my friend.
It is wonderful to be on with you. I'm glad I can write books, but I can't play golf like my dad.
So far, no one can. I got to tell you something. I was out playing golf with your dad last week. It's pretty hot. It wasn't terrible hot, but pretty hot. And I'm 61, and he's 84. And on the back nine, I thought I was going to die. I'm having, like, for real heat exhaustion. And your dad's just like a little Energizer bunny, so.
Yeah. It must be those good Southern Illinois roots.
Yeah.
You know, we can withstand high humidity,
Yeah.
hot temperatures.
Well, you guys are from Mount Vernon. My family's from Benton, so we're the same. We're like Neanderthals. Like we're
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all right.
So-
yeah, Benton, I think of that as hotter than Mount Vernon. you know.
So Ed, how did you get into this? Like, take me back to your college years. Like, what sucked you into this line of study?
Absolutely. So my father, who went to Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, married an Arab American woman named Susie Safa in the 1960s, and it was through her and her mother, my Arab grandmother, that I really developed an interest in my Arab American heritage as a very young person, and so in many ways, you know, I it's a tribute to my entire career really stems from the stories and the heritage that my Arab grandmother gave to me.
I didn't know that. That is really cool. And back then, I mean, it's not like, Islam wasn't around, but growing up like in Southern Illinois during that era, it wasn't like people talked about it a lot. So that's really even more interesting.
That's right. And most of the Arab Americans in St. Louis, in the lower part of the Midwest, including Southern Illinois, have been Christian, not Muslim, because the majority of them came from Lebanon, which has a very large percentage of Christian Arabs. And so our family was Christian as far as I knew, but as I was writing one of my books, I followed a clue that my grandmother had given to me, and I discovered that one branch of my family was indeed Muslim.
Yeah, one of my best friends, fellow radio broadcaster named Trish Gazelle, is Catholic Lebanese. Her dad's grandfather came over from Lebanon, and when he passed away, Larry Gazelle, just a few years ago, we went to the funeral at St. Raymond's, which is very famous here, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. I thought it was so
in St. Louis for decades. And so, Arabic-speaking people have been part of St. Louis since the late 1800s, and some of them, including a distant relative of mine, became known at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. A Muslim who eventually converted to Christianity named Ernest Hemingway was credited with inventing the ice cream cone at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. And he was the brother of my great-great-grandfather, John Hemingway, from Kennett, Missouri, which is down in the Boot Heel.
fair. You should be living off that ice cream cone money right now, brother.
I know. I don't have any. Apparently there was a patent on the machine, but I don't know where the money went.
So, Ed, so I'm Scottish and Nordic, and most nationalities who came over, like Kevin Wheeler here sitting next to me is a full-blown Irish. They faced strong, venomous racism. Were the Arabs who came over any better off or worse off back in like the late 1800s, early 1900s?
It would have been very similar because just like today, there are some Americans, and I'll put this as politic as I can, who do not agree with the immigration policies of the United States and who think there are too many immigrants in the United States. And that was exactly the way it was in the late 1800s and early 1900s as 20 million new workers arrived to fuel the industrial and agricultural revolutions of the American Midwest and beyond. And so the kinds of prejudice that the Irish faced, but particularly by this time in the late 1800s, the early 1900s, the Italians in St. Louis, very similar. And that led to discrimination and violence. And so it wasn't a surprise in St. Louis, for example, that who gets involved in organized crime? Italians and Syrians. And one of the reasons is because their kids growing up, especially in the 1920s during Prohibition, they don't have an equal shot at a job. And you got to put food on the table. And as we know, some people went to organized crime to do that in the 1920s.
Yeah, I was talking about my friend Trish, and she said that her dad used to tell stories that when he was in grade school and junior high, the teachers would call them Syrian dogs. Wow.
Exactly. Oh, there were lots of epithets. And so, because St. Louis is a mainly Christian town, the smaller number of Arab Muslims is not well known. But in the upper Midwest, and this is what I wrote about in my book, Muslims of the Heartland, how Syrian immigrants made a home in the American Midwest, from Cedar Rapids to Sioux Falls to Michigan City, Indiana, and Detroit, Michigan, all across the upper Midwest, some of the first mosques were built by these Arabic-speaking Christians. And contrary to the sort of stereotype of Christians and Muslims not getting along, they often, the Muslim ladies would help the Christian ladies roll grape leaves and make Arabic baklava for the bake sales that would fund each other's religious congregation. There was a lot of cooperation, and that's the world that my Arab grandmother introduced me to.
And growing up, so I'm 61. In 1979, when I would have been a freshman in high school, when the Iranian hostage situation was taking place, we had two foreign exchange students from Iran, Hamid and Navid, who were two of my best friends. We played soccer together, great soccer players. And so I used to get picked on and thrown in lockers and stuff because I was friends with them. And that's the first time I ever knew anything about Persia or Arabs or anything like that. And then you fast forward to the terrorism and 9/11. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but in America, Arabs, Muslims have really taken a back seat and thought of, oh, hell, the Muslim ban, right? I mean, how did all that hit you as a Muslim scholar?
Yeah, so you're right that 1979, the Iranian Revolution was a turning point, because prior to that point, a lot of the prejudice that was expressed in the press and even at the governmental level was focused on Arabs rather than on Muslims. The OPEC oil embargo 1974, which resulted in these really long lines waiting for gas, coming on the heels of the American debacle in Vietnam. I mean, people were really mad at Arabs. And then suddenly a non-Arab group, which is confusing to a lot of Americans. They don't know that Iranians are ethnically Persian, not ethnically Arab, that they get blamed for this. And then what we see happen today really has roots in that 79, because a lot of people get confused about who they're supposed to be mad at. and sort of like anyone that kind of looks like they're from sort of South Asia or the Middle East begins to get tagged as Muslim, whether or not they are Muslim. So after 9/11, the first person to be killed in a hate crime was a Sikh, not a Muslim, because the man who killed him mistook him for a Muslim.
Wow.
And so it was this kind of general, and yes, 79 was bad, but it got especially worse after 9/11. And then what we see is almost every election cycle, a sort of demagoguery in which Muslims are blamed for all the problems that people may have, and that leads to it. When your leaders are blaming the Muslims, that then gives permission for the normal citizen to also hold these prejudices.
So, Ed, how do you handle it if you decide to engage at all? If someone finds out what you do and they start with the epithets about Muslims and they're no good and they're this and they're backwards and, cave people and blah, blah. If you were going to educate someone that that's not everyone who would fall under that moniker, how do you do it?
Yeah, for me, it depends on the day. And for anyone who wants to take this on, you sort of you have to be flexible about this, because the fact is, no matter what we do, no matter what I say, no matter what expertise I have developed, there is a percentage of the population that simply won't believe me. The problem of Islamophobia is not a problem of ignorance. People have lots of knowledge. It's just they have oftentimes they assume incorrect things, and they believe that to be the truth. And they hear that, they read it in books, and they hear it in certain media. And so there is a certain percentage of the population, no matter what I say, I can never. But there are also many open-minded people, and they're not just educated people with MAs and PhDs. They're people without bachelor's degrees, where I grew up in Southern Illinois and across the Midwest. And as I've taken the story of the Arab Muslims who settled across the Midwest in the late 1800s, those are the people who begin to see just how wrong-headed a general prejudice toward Islam and Muslims is.
Yeah.
And so one of the ways that I do this is I tell the stories of American Muslims who have been deeply rooted in this country before it even declared its independence in 1776.
Yeah, I am proud to be Scottish Nord, but there's so many people out there who think that only Europeans have ever done anything worthwhile. And it was, I was probably in college, maybe law school, when I learned that in the Arab world and the Persian world, going back hundreds, even thousands of years, they were some of the first to become mathematicians and scientists.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from the 700s, through the 1500s, you have enormous scientific, mathematical advances being made across Africa and Asia, and also in Europe, in southern Spain, from 711 to 1492. The Muslim presence over 700 years in Spain, and so. But I also I think that's a good technique, if you will, and it's an amazing fact. But it's also what happens is, like in Cedar Rapids in 1908, 1909. The federal government starts to crack down on illegal immigration against Arabic-speaking immigrants. And a bunch of white people in Cedar Rapids come to their defense because they know and work with these people. And so, that's so important to bring out the stories of when actually it's not just a story of prejudice. It's a story of when non-Muslim Americans have stood by and with their Muslim neighbors, and that's something I'm trying to. We can't just be negative. I also want to bring out the positive, to celebrate and to say, this is not new. And by the way, if you're trying to defend people, if you think you're unique or special, you're not. There are many Americans who have always defended a different America that welcomes immigrants and that welcomes our multicultural, base. And we've always in the Midwest been multicultural.
Yeah.
Always.
Ed, I know you're at Indiana University. You'll like this. My daughter is going into her senior year at KU, and we visited Indiana first. And she loved it. We had a great weekend. She loved it. And she went on a little tour with some of the other kids. And she said to me, Dad, I think this is for smart kids. And she's plenty smart, but she's like, it's not quite what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I mean, I know you know Ackerman, and he lives and breathes Indiana. Congratulations on the national title.
Yeah, well, and I'm in Indianapolis rather than in Bloomington. So, I mean, I continue to root for the Salukis. I got to tell you, even though I'm up here now, but I'm a dog all the way through, baby.
Yeah, I am a Cougar. I went to SIUE, so my life has been always saying this phrase, oh, no, not that one, Edwardsville.
I'm not a Saluki.
Exactly. Yeah, well, that's what I do, too. Indianapolis, I mean, we're also an R1 research university, which is the highest designation you can get in this country. But people are still coming to know us after we changed our name from IUPUI to IU Indianapolis in 2024.
That's a good name change. That's a good name change.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you try to market. That's one of the worst, least marketable university names ever, I think. Ooey pooey.
And it's really nice meeting you. And I do a segment on the show here. We've done it for 25 years called The Priest and the Rabbi. And I'd love to have you sit in with, or call in with the guys sometime.
Absolutely. That would be fun. I'm sure we'd have lots to talk about. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Ed.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Tell you guys about Dr. Kathy Maupin at BioBalance Health. Crap, what a great interview. Then I thought he went to University of Indiana instead of the other one.
That's okay.
Ed's going to not play golf with me. Dr. Maupin is awesome. Love Kathy so much. We've been through a lot together. I mean, we've been together 20 years now. And she is pretty much the doctor in St. Louis. I'm not sure that she was the first to do the testosterone pellets, but she was certainly among the first. She has literally written the book about testosterone for women. I was so happy when my worlds collided a couple weeks ago and Rach got to sit next to Kathy for a baseball game and they got to talk about women's health issues and things like that. Just I loved everything about that. So if you are, let's say, 40 and above, which Andrew's really close, and you're not feeling the way you used to feel, whether it's sexually, your libido, your performance, your mood, maybe you're a workout person like Kev, and you're just like your muscles just aren't responding to it, you're tired all the time, go get a blood test. Kathy will arrange it. She'll read the numbers, and she will give you great medical advice. It could be something completely different, thyroid, pre-diabetic. And then next door in a freestanding building, they have BioBalance Skin. I just got Botox there last week. I'm looking beautiful. Micro needling and chemical peels and things like that. Nothing permanent, nothing painful, nothing that's going to freak you out. BioBalanceHealth.com.
Hey, it's Jen Hatmaker. Here's what I've learned in midlife. Joy isn't the reward you earn after all the work is done. Joy is the work. That's what this new series on For the Love is all about. The sacred yes. It's choosing delight, rest, and pleasure on purpose. Because saying yes to yourself, that's the thing that finally lets you fill your table with everybody else. Come find your sacred yes with me. Follow and listen to For the Love wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Bill, that's a big smile for an old politician.
I'm thinking about our plan. It's slick enough to make a lobbyist blush. First, we hoodwink voters with Amendment 5. Tell them it's a tax cut. Once they're hooked, we decide who pays the higher taxes.
So it's not a tax cut plan, and we don't get a say?
Right, just swaps who pays the tax, but it does remove 3 voter-passed taxpayer constitutional protections. That lets us levy new taxes on services, increase sales taxes, and even tax home sales. And voters will no longer get to vote on tax hikes.
Higher sales taxes on groceries, gas, service taxes on doctor visits, childcare, and even rent on apartments. Jeez. Taxes could exceed 20%.
Sure, they figure that up to 80% of taxpayers will pay more taxes. Many, hundreds more. Seniors, they'll get hit even harder, but our big donors will cut a fat hog.
The ones getting butchered by Amendment 5 are most taxpayers. I'm voting no on 5.
Paid for by Missourians for fair taxation.
You know, here in St. Louis, word of mouth still matters, and I'm pretty careful about who I recommend, especially when it comes to something as personal as estate planning. I'm Tom Ackerman. My family has been working with the Lederman Law Firm for over 20 years now, and the reason is simple. They don't just create documents and send you on your way. They help make sure your plan works. Because let's be honest, life changes. Family needs and circumstances change. Laws change. But most estate plans don't change over time as needs, circumstances, and laws change. They're outdated, sitting in a drawer. People assume they're fine, and their plan will work when they need it to work. At the Lederman Law Firm, it's not a one-time transaction. It's an ongoing process. They build a plan to protect your family and your assets, and then for a fixed annual fee, they help keep it up to date as both your life and assets change. Check out the Lederman Law Firm at LedermanLaw.com or give them a call at 314-514-9100. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
It's 2:26. This time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Summer is here. Time to enjoy baseball, barbecues, and the shade of your trees. When it comes to tree care, call the certified arborist at Gamma Tree Tree Experts. Hi, I'm Tim Gamma. Protect your valuable trees from storm damage or devastating insects such as the emerald ash borer. Knowledge and quality are hallmarks of our reputation. For pruning, spraying, fertilization, or removals, call Gamma Tree Experts today at 314-725-6159 or visit us at gammatree.com. Your trees deserve the best care.
Built on a century. Focused on today. The voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS. Happy Monday. Bernie Miklasz joining us next. So I was just talking to Ed Curtis, son of my buddy Ed, and thinking about fathers and sons. I want to say something. I talk about my parents a lot on this show. I don't always talk about my dad in such glowing terms. I love my dad, but things weren't always easy on Wilson Street. But I was thinking about this over the weekend. My dad was a union carpenter. He worked in the same group of like a dozen or half a dozen guys. And I always got the sense that he wasn't quite a little bit on the outs with those guys. And I finally put it together. South Roxana, big drinking community. Everyone went to the tavern after work, working at Shell Oil, whether you're an operator or you're a carpenter or whatever it is. And in the 30 years my dad did that, he never once went to the bar. Never once. They would all go to the tavern, have their boys' time. My dad would come home, 1403 Wilson, and he'd be a dad. I just wanted to get that out there.
That's very nice.
I think it's very important. Mm-hmm. It's something I didn't appreciate as a kid. Like, I don't know how life works.
Right.
But then when you get a little, road under your wheels, you look at it and you go, okay, I see what was happening here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not something you can get when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How do you?
Yeah. Everyone in South Roxana smelled like Falstaff. It was just constant. And my mom and dad didn't drink. They weren't sober. Right?
Right.
They didn't have alcohol
It just
problems.
wasn't their habit.
They just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I didn't grow up with.
Right.
Didn't have to worry about that brand of chaos.
Did your dad smoke?
Yeah. Both my mom and dad smoked like chimneys. And then when my dad was in his 50s, he just quit.
Mm-hmm.
And he carried a pack of cigarettes with him his whole life after that as some sort of a reminder.
Huh?
And then it drove my mom crazy because when my dad had Alzheimer's in the nursing home, he started smoking again.
Oh,
and
the
I'm
old
like,
habit came back.
let him smoke crack.
Yeah. Let him have fun.
Yeah, no doubt. At that point, why not?
Get him some PCP.
Who cares? Bays here, Hunt?
Yeah.
Tell you about Dr. Matt Bays, Bays Sports Medicine. He is a fine doctor. He's a sports medicine doctor. He knows everything there is to know about injuries, whether it's a twisted ankle or a sprained knee, and it's bruising and it's swelling, and you don't know whether there's something torn, and maybe they need to, go see an orthopedic surgeon. Could be an ACL or an MCL. He can diagnose that for you, and he can treat it. If it needs surgical intervention, he's probably going to send you to Dr. Corey Solman, also my client, good friend of Matt's. And if it's something chronic, maybe it's from high school or college or car accident, who knows, and it's just really bothering you, maybe it's turned arthritic, check out the regenerative medicine that he does, the stem cell injections. I vouch for him as a guy, completely super cool dude, and all about customer service. 636-735-3003, BaySportsMed.com.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast, sponsored by Sandberg's Phoenix Law Firm.
All about sunshine as we go through our Monday afternoon. All is dry for a change. 88 for the high. We can deal with that. Tonight, clear skies. Temperatures falling through the 80s for any early evening plans. 69 for the low. Tuesday, sunshine and 90. Clear skies Tuesday night, 72. Wednesday, sunshine, still dry, 91. Still dry Thursday and Friday with high temperatures around 93. Not too bad. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
At Sandberg Phoenix, we're more than just a law firm. We're partners committed to you, your business, and your community. From family law to litigation, we're ready to serve. Visit SandbergPhoenix.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising.
The thing that you need in the morning, when you first wake up.
Total Information AM.
I like to be informed with the news and like to know, like in the mornings, I like to know what's going on.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
It's always smart to know what's going on.
Your morning news and information.
The national and local news.
Weather.
Sports.
I like the traffic reports.
Total Information AM.
I listen to it in the mornings, so it really gets me going.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
All right, guys, Kevin Wheeler here. I want to tell you about Game Day Men's Health. You can find them at GameDayMen'sHealth.com. First thing you have to understand when you're dealing with your health and men's health in particular, that we're all different, and that's something that Game Day takes into account. Every treatment is supervised individually by board-certified medical professionals. It is tailored to you. A lot of follow-up testing, every 6 weeks or so, making sure that everything's doing what it's supposed to, that you don't have anything going on that shouldn't be going on. It really is like top of the line. And, when I went in a little bit more than a year ago, initially, I didn't feel the way I wanted to, man. I felt my age, I guess is the best way to put it. And after working with them for a year, and this started a month or two in, I rolled back the clock. I feel physically like I did when I was 40, and I'm almost 55. And the difference is that my body's got the things it didn't have before. Testosterone numbers were low for my initial consultation and blood test. All right, we fixed that. And now I feel like I did back when those numbers were higher. It's really simple. So whether you're looking at something like I'm on with TRT, peptide treatments, ED treatments, medical weight loss, they have a lot of great options there for all things. They have their own pharmacy, so you get great prices on those things. And again, everything is tailored to you. And that's how it's going to make it work best. That's why it's working great for me. So do yourself a favor. Check it out at GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Make your appointment, go in, and when you're there, tell them Kevin Wheeler sent you in. They'll knock $50 off your first purchase, and you'll get a free vitamin B12 shot as well. So do yourself a favor. Get back to the top of your game with Game Day Men's Health by visiting GameDayMen'sHealth.com.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circa Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. For everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circa Sports app, then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circa Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older and in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX. Bernie Miklasz on KMOX is sponsored by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin comfort dealer.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Every Monday and Friday, we talk to the legendary Bernie Miklasz. He joins us now. Bern, how's your weekend, buddy?
It was great. I enjoyed, watching everything I can, chilling out a little bit. By the way, that the song you just played leading in, CCR, when I was in the 8th grade, it was me and a chum, and we were in the talent show, and we did that song. I was the drummer. He played the guitar. He did most of the singing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Let's just say if this was like a horse race, we finished out of the money, but we had fun. What the heck?
My senior year, I put together a little band in one day. I played drums, and we played Purple Haze, and I was wearing a T-shirt that I had made that said "Drummers do it with rhythm," and it was on the wooden stage, and my drums started moving away from me. So at the end, I just kicked them all over. And it was the one and only time in high school that I got in real trouble. But I almost got suspended.
Glover doing the Keith Moon, man.
That's right. That's right.
How about that?
Love it.
All right.
Okay, I know this isn't the most important place to start, but tonight is the Home Run Derby, and I'm interested. I keep seeing this debate on my TikTok about the Home Run Derby curse.
No.
Is there any evidence of this? Is it all mythology?
No. It's mythology. Yep. There were a couple of guys, I'm going to just say a couple of guys early on who came out of it.
Abreu was one of them.
Yeah, who came out of it and, had a lag and didn't hit home runs. And so it's sort of become this urban legend now that, oh my gosh, if you're in the Home Run Derby, well, Jordan Walker's going to the Home Run Derby.
Yeah.
He won't hit a home run until August the 19th, that kind of thing. It's nonsense. And people jump on the very small bit of anecdotal evidence and turn it into something much larger and completely out of control compared to the reality.
Yeah, I don't remember if I posted it on Twitter or not, but I did text it to like all the KMOX boys when Jordan Walker was named. And there was a study, an actual study of all the players that participated in the Home Run Derby, and they had the same rate of second half decline as all-stars that didn't play in the Home Run Derby. In other words, it's just normal. It was going to happen one way or the other. And then some guys have great second halves. I'm like, we don't know why that happens the way it does, but there is nothing to the myth that it can ruin your swing.
Well, the other thing, they've changed the format because some hitters complained. They said, listen, man, I know it's really exciting with the clock because in addition to, Home Run Derby, you're playing a game of beat the clock and you're under pressure, but it's exhausting. And, I don't know that I want to get like totally wiped out, before the All-Star game the next day and then just sort of be dragging a little bit when I get back. So they changed it and there's no clock. Now, in fact, if Jordan Walker wants to stand there tonight, let's just say hypothetically, and to wait for his pitch, which will be a key thing because you can wait for your pitch as long as you want to wait. So if he can stand there tonight and just like literally watch like 9 pitches in a row go by, where he doesn't even have to swing the bat. Right. And so when he does swing the bat, it'll be something that he likes. So, again, it's urban legend stuff. And it's just amazing to me how much it persists and how many people buy into it. It's just nuts.
This is the first year in a long time that I actually care about watching the Home Run Derby. And it's not because Jordan Walker's there, although that's a nice draw, but it's because of that change. Because the old way, we don't even get to watch the home run fly, and that's the entire fun of watching a home run. Is seeing where it lands. And the other way, it was like swing, swing, swing. I would even go less than what they did. I would cut the swings back more, and I would try to make distance a factor. Like maybe total distance is your tiebreaker if two guys have 11 home runs or whatever. Because what's the fun part? It's seeing the tanks. It's seeing the bombs. It's seeing the guys. How far can you hit it? Because in a game, it's hard to do.
I totally agree. Yeah. I'm 100% with you, Wheels. Yep, I do.
What did you guys think of Zach Wheeler saying thank you, but no to the MLB to be an all-star?
Struck me as a little overly dramatic. Listen, man, there are players all over these United States, major league players everywhere, who have a strong case to be in the All-Star game. And we all know it's a flawed system. But if it's a flawed system, why do you take it personally? Because we know that there's going to be these injustices every year. There's going to be things that don't really make a lot of sense. Why J.J. Weatherholt's not in the All-Star game is beyond me. He literally has the most wins above replacement than any second baseman in the majors. And he's the best defensive player in the majors, certainly the best second baseman. And he's going to be the runaway winner of the National League Rookie of the Year. And I mean, when a guy is, in terms of wins above replacement, is 10th in Major League Baseball among position players, and fifth, because this would be the National League team. There's only 4 players in the National League. Position players have a higher WAR than he does. He should be in there, but he is a rookie, so I wouldn't expect him to complain. But there are a lot of guys who could do the thing that Wheeler did, and pull the prima donna whiner act. And the thing I would wonder if I was a Phillies fan, instead of saying, "Oh yeah, poor baby. Yeah, that's right, dude. You were dissed. To hell with these people. Stay away. Show them, big man." I would say, well, the game's in Philly. Why don't you want to pitch for us?
Yeah.
Why you're basically saying no to Phillies fans.
This has to be the first time a Wheeler's been this dramatic.
No, we're known for our tempers.
It's just big time prima donna stuff, man.
It is. I understand. He didn't like being the fifth guy to be asked for a spot. I understand that. Put that aside.
Yeah.
Go represent your fans.
I agree.
I mean, he is having a great year, and he probably should. Like Bernie said, he should have been a guy originally included, but you can't. I mean, you just can't get everybody. Yeah. And if you're the fifth guy, take it. It's in your hometown. Chill out for a couple days and show up.
Well, and all these players love hanging out for these things. They don't have to play or pitch.
Right.
They love hanging out with guys from all around baseball. They have a great time. There's a lot of cool things going on. But I go back to one thing, man. Why don't you show off? Why don't you show out for your fans? If they ask you to pitch an inning, your fans want to see you. Isn't that good enough?
Yeah.
Totally. Like it isn't the loyalty of your fans to you. Doesn't that override the fact that you feel that the establishment screwed you over or something? Come on, man.
So a lot of times when we reach this point in the season and we do a postmortem on the first half, and a lot of times it'll be like, well, this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. Let's do this. Tell me why you guys are optimistic about this next part of the season.
Well, if I were optimistic, I mean, I would put it. I got to go quick because I know I don't have all to be Mr. Long-winded here. Number one, I would say that their starting rotation is actually better than it gets credit for, and I can back that up statistically. And I don't give a damn about expected stats. They have the 10th best ERA, the 10th best fielding independent ERA. Okay, we know, we've heard it 1 billion times. They don't strike out enough guys, but for the talent they have, they've done a good job. And I think they're third or fourth in the National League in quality starts. So it's better than what people think, even in St. Louis. It's better than what people think. That's number one. Number two, even though they got their butts kicked by the Milwaukee Brewers, every other team that they have played this season, the Cardinals are 11 games over 500.
Yeah.
So in other words, the Brewers made them look bad, but did the Brewers really define them? The Cardinals have won a lot of games against non-Brewers teams, and they also have one of the best road records in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
I could go on. They play excellent defense. They have two cornerstone players now who are having big years. I'm talking about Jordan Walker and Weatherholt. There's just a lot of little things that add up to, and I don't know whether they're going to get in a wild card spot because I don't know who's going to be traded away or whatever. But I still think there's more there than maybe even people like me give them credit for.
Yeah, I think, Bernie, the two things that popped to mind, the first one was what you said about Milwaukee and the record against everybody not named Milwaukee. That's a better measurement than one team having your number, which is the way that is. But then the second part, I think it's that we've only seen the quality of lineup 1 through 9 that we have now for a month, right? It's only been a month with Newt in there, with Church playing center field instead of Victor Scott, with the different catching mix and all of that. And so when you look at it, the lineup is better now and deeper now than it was for the first 2/3 of the first half. Yeah. So I think there's optimism there. And on that side, other side of the optimism, I think Herrera is going to have a better second half than first.
I hope so.
He's been fine, right? The on base is kind of driving all of his production, but I think the power will come.
Yeah, the on base thing is big because that's a huge thing to help an offense. But he's also got like the 10th highest. He's hit the 10th highest number of ground balls.
Yep.
He's a guy that has immense strength and power, but he puts way too many things on the ground.
Yep.
He can't get the ball in the air long enough to elevate it to hit home runs. He's hitting at 12 double plays. I mean, a guy that big and strong and who has such a great eye at the plate should have more than like a 393 slugging percentage. That's not good enough. Sorry, it just isn't.
And for all the I'll put it somewhat nicely because I was going to be mean. For all the old heads out there that launch angle nonsense, it's launch angle. He hits too many balls on the ground. If he hits in the air, he's going to hit for more power.
Wheels, as you like to say, and I stole this because it's so succinct, to talk to the old timers. What is it? You get this launch angle stuff. I don't want to hear. Old timer. It's called an uppercut. Okay,
Yeah, it's loft.
Ted Williams believed in the uppercut. That's what he taught his teammates. Uppercut.
Yep.
Don't get worried about the terminology. It's an uppercut. Anyway, go ahead.
No, you
I had
nailed
to
it.
do that. I had to do that, brother.
You
Sorry.
nailed it. We argue over vocabulary. Forever scouts have called. Right. Forever scouts would look at a hitter and say, "Oh my God, he's got great loft to his swing. That's going to lead to power because he hits it in the air." That's what launch angle is. It's loft.
Yep.
You know,
That's
when we think about all these other things, people, I don't want to hear about spin rate. Well, that's what they used to call a rising fastball, okay? We've always known what these things are, but now we can measure it and define it, and the terms change, but the ideas are the same.
Yeah, the old players would have understood it.
Yes, they would have understood the old words, but the concepts are exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's right.
Burn,
no, it is.
Burn, tell us about Saliga.
Be proud to. Saliga Heating and Cooling is a Daikin comfort dealer, and mentions just about every time. The same family has owned this business for 100 years. Our friend Dan Saliga is the fourth owner operator of this family business, and the standards are as high as ever. Their desire to earn your trust every time you call them for help. They feel, hey, we got to prove ourselves all over again. They really mean it because they want your business. They want you to rely on them and trust them and call on them. But it's something they don't expect handed to them. They believe they got to earn it. That's a beautiful thing. And that works for you because you're going to get their best service every single time. And they're never going to hustle you, never going to try to talk you into something, fast talk you. It's like twist your arm, metaphorically speaking. Now, they're going to explain everything carefully, deliberately, with great thought. Invite you to ask any question you want. They'll never show any kind of impatience. They'll talk to you as long as you want as you're going through options of how to solve a problem. So if you have anything going on this summer with your air conditioning and you're concerned, just call Saliga Heating and Cooling, and you can get the phone number just by going there to see everything online in terms of like their services and all that they can do for you. So with that in mind, just visit SaligaHeatingandCooling.com, SaligaHeatingandCooling.com. Thank you.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The financial industry is getting rich on baby boomers. Don't be their next victim. Find out the truth of what's really going on in the retirement industry. Join Greg Ayler Saturdays at 1 on Fire Your Financial Advisor.
This year, America celebrates 250 years. 2.5 centuries of courage, sacrifice, and family stories passed down from one generation to the next. Hi, I'm Nick Mako.
And I'm Adam Baselogger, founders of Legacy Box. Your family's piece of the American story is sitting in an attic or closet right now, trapped on aging VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, film reels, and fading photos.
Those boxes hold moments you can never recreate. Your wedding day, your children's voices when they were little, grandparents coming back to life on screen.
Over 2 million families have trusted Legacy Box. And we've just partnered with the USO to digitize fragile handwritten letters from World War II, helping preserve American history for future generations.
As America turns 250, remember that your family is a part of the American story. Preserving those voices, faces, and moments is a part of your responsibility to the next generation. Don't let them disappear on your watch.
Visit legacybox.com/radio for our amazing America 250 sale. That's legacybox.com/radio to save.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Andrew's birthday was yesterday, and we asked Didi Mao Vietnamese to bring food in, and they're here, and we'll have them on at the top of the hour. I'm pretty excited.
I'm very excited.
I like this place. It's legit one of my favorites.
I have been hearing many good things about Didi Mao, so I'm excited to try.
I've had it many times.
Nice.
Really good. So everyone listening out there, we'll play a little game. Someone on the DGS cast got thrown out of a baseball game this weekend.
Was it you?
That's Rach.
Oh, you and Rach got up and left. You didn't get thrown out. You got up
we
and
left
left
on our own.
Yeah, you left on your own. I left involuntarily.
What happened?
Apparently, I said the wrong words, but there were no bad words in there.
Huh.
So last game of the year, too, which kind of sucks. And it was a 2-2 game. Or actually, it was like a one-run game near the end of the game. And there were a lot of close plays, right? There were a lot of close calls, balls, and strikes. Both sets of fans were kind of like reacting and like, oh, that's, and you know, normal baseball stuff. But nobody was mean to the umpire. Nobody was calling him names or swearing at him. You know, our program, we don't let the parents do that. Like, we'll go talk to them if they do. But this group has been amazing. They don't say a word to anybody other than like reacting in real time, like, oh, no, that's a strike or whatever, you know, like normal baseball fans. And the umpire just kept turning around and looking at them, and then turned and looked at them and said, we don't have to have fans here to continue this. And I just said, you don't have to listen to them. And they threw me out.
Didn't seem that bad.
No. It's like, quit having rabbit ears, dude. Pay attention to the game. And this guy did this a couple times where I saw him talking to his partner between innings, complaining that fans were mad about a strike call. Like, bro, let it go. Put their rabbit ears away. Call the game. Nobody was being nasty. If people are being nasty, you have a right to stop.
Yeah.
And you have a right to tell people to stop or have us coaches go do it.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that was that was probably the lamest ejection I've ever had. But then I got my money's worth after that.
What'd you tell me? What'd you do?
I can't say it.
A couple bad words in there?
There are a few. None of the terrible ones, but yeah. There
How
are a
did they
few.
respond to that?
Nothing. The dude just kept walking away and like, you know, la, 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 I can't hear you, and then I had to leave.
So what do the kids do whenever this
they were
happens?
laughing.
And where do you go?
Well, I just you got to go to the parking lot. You have to leave the facility and go sit in the parking lot.
Oh.
And then the site director for the tournament has to walk you down there to make sure you leave. And we were joking about the whole thing as I was walking with him.
How did the?
Because I was like, man, I wasn't even mad. I got mad after he threw me out for a stupid reason.
How did the boys do?
We ended up losing that game, and it was the end of the season. But it was the boys played great. It was one of the better teams that we faced all year. Another local team. And they're pretty fantastic. Like the week before, they beat the crap out of us. In this past game, we played great and lost 3-2. I think
that's great.
Not that they're moral victories, but I mean, like they had a good finish. They had a good finish against a really good team.
How did you do in the hotel by yourself?
Not good. Not good. I don't know. I mean, like I've had these little minor back things in the morning for a week or so, and then starting with the trip, I think it might be like triggered by a different bed or whatever. I couldn't get out of bed. It took me like 15, 20 minutes to physically get myself out of bed. And that's now continued since I've been home. So I've got all the new medicines in the world to try to fix it.
I think it's a strained muscle in my back. Yeah, I've only really done that to my back once.
Yeah.
Oh, do I feel bad for people with back problems?
Yeah, and the nice thing for mine is it's so sucky in the morning, but it's fine once I'm moving around. Like right now, I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
So when I'm moving around, when I was coaching over the weekend, or even when I've been working out, I don't feel it. But when I wake up, I'm a mess for about a half an hour. I can't move. I can't put on my socks. Can't do anything.
Let me tell you guys about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. Meaningless to you unless you are, or in the near future, become interested in replacing a window or two, or maybe replacing all of them. You don't need me to tell you why you would do that, but, could be that you're going to put the house up for sale and you know that that's going to be a really good selling point for not a whole bunch of money. Could be that you're not putting the house up for sale, and so you want it to be as nice as possible for you and your family. Windows can be beautiful. Windows can be ugly. Windows can be very easy to operate and clean, or they can be a pain in the ass. Windows can add value to your home or take away. Windows can save you money on heating and cooling or cost you money on heating and cooling. I'm here to tell you that these windows are going to do all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. Put it to the test. Test me on this. Have them out to your house. See what you think. They're not hard sellers. I don't represent hard sellers. Anyone ever reaches out to me and says, man, they really pressured me, they're gone the next day. I promise you that's true. They have a great deal for you right now. You buy 4 windows, you get 4 windows for free. 48 months, 0% interest financing, same as cash. 314-334-2522, universalwindowsdirect.com.
Insurance companies often have a basic strategy: delay, deny, defend. Some try to grind you down, but they have another tremendous weapon, a software called Colossus. They know which attorneys are great and which are not so great. They know who is likely to take the last offer and who will take them by their scalp, kicking and screaming to trial. They know that they have to pay some firms early and fairly. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. The insurance companies have done their homework. Before you hire a lawyer for your injury case, do yours. Visit forthepeople.com and see our settlements and verdicts for cases like yours. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. When you hire the wrong firm, you may be beat before you start. All law firms are not the same. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
It's 2:58. This time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Listen up. If you have not paid self-employment, business, or individual taxes in years, the IRS will find you. Hi, this is Lance Story with the Lance Story Law Firm. I offer real solutions. If you have unfiled returns, unpaid taxes, levies, or liens, call me, Lance Story, today and let me get between you and the IRS. I'll protect your rights, including your right to appeal or even your right to take the IRS to tax court. At the Lance Story Law Firm, our practice is focused 100% on fighting the IRS. Remember, IRS problems are legal problems, and they need to be handled by an expert attorney who's done it for decades. So call the Lance Story Law Firm today. We're local. Our office is right here in St. Louis. Call 314-260-6120 or visit LanceDruryLaw.com to schedule your free consultation with your local tax resolution law firm.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The trusted voice of St. Louis. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
It is 3 o'clock. We've got sunshine. It's 87 degrees downtown at the Arch. The American Red Cross is in need of help with cleanup and in some cases just providing emotional support to those in southeast Missouri devastated by flooding.
Red Cross is on the ground there in Lesterville and communities in southeast Missouri.
Ann Vassman was in southeast Missouri Sunday and saw it firsthand.
Surveyed the area and met with a lot of the residents. It's definitely had a huge impact. So there's a lot of damage. There's a lot of the devastation. But the one, positive, beautiful thing in all of that devastation is just seeing the community come together and truly step up to help each other.
The public can help by making a financial donation to the Red Cross or by volunteering your time. You will receive training. Go to redcross.org/volunteer. Maria Aquina, KMOX News.
Congresswoman Cori Bush is taking aim at Wesley Bell with what she describes as a lackluster tornado response.
Bush attacked Bell for the lack of a disaster relief block grant and slow FEMA response compared to 2022 when St. Louis was hit with devastating flooding. Bush says the Republicans controlling the legislative and executive branches is not a valid excuse.
He didn't say in his 2024 campaign that I will do a good job depending on the conditions in Congress. What he said was he was going to be better than me. What he said was he was going to get things done faster than me and that he was going to use his connections to Republicans to do that.
In a statement to KMOX, a spokesperson for Bell's campaign says he fights for St. Louis every day and inferred Bush played a part in Trump's election when she called Vice President Kamala Harris a fascist. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
A Bridgeton man is dead after an accident at the U.S. Steel Mill in Granite City. The coroner says 62-year-old Mitchell Nelson was electrocuted early Saturday. He was attempting to shut down a transformer that malfunctioned during a storm. A federal immigration agent has fatally shot a Colombian man in Maine. President Trump says the United States is reinstating a blockade on Iran in the Strait of Hormuz and will charge other ships for safe passage. Preliminary findings from the medical examiner say Senator Lindsey Graham died from a, quote, aortic dissection due to cardiovascular disease. Before he became President Trump's Medicaid and Medicare administrator, Dr. Mehmet Oz was a cardiothoracic surgeon. Here's Oz with ABC News.
The problem with an aortic dissection is because it's so fast moving and because you have to have a major intervention to fix the problem. And that can't happen for a few hours anyway. You don't have the window.
The St. Charles County Council is expected to give a 6-month moratorium on data centers. Final approval this evening. County Executive Steve Ellman says the county needs to do extensive research into data centers during this time.
What's good about them, what's bad about them, from the pros and the cons, from the experts on both sides, so that if and when we do have to make a decision in the future, we're prepared to make it.
He adds the time to pause data centers is now, with no proposals to build one anywhere in St. Charles County. Let's get you an update now. The St. Louis Business Index. We take you to Stifel and Scott Bedell. Scott.
Thank you, Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. Higher interest rates and higher tensions with Iran led stock prices lower to begin the week. At the 3 p.m. close, the Dow Jones Industrial Average had given up 138 points, or just about 0.25% at 52,498. The Standard & Poor's 500 also lower by 0.8% at 7,515, while the tech-heavy NASDAQ slumped 1.5%. They finish at 25,873. Locally, the Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index fell 0.5% to 1,696. There were some winners in St. Louis stocks, including Reinsurance Group of America gaining 1% at $238. Bunge Global up 1.5% at $117.43. On the downside, Boeing fell 3% at $215.51. Belden Corporation slid 4.4% to $102.26, while Stifel Financial unchanged at $75.20. This has been Scott Bedell from Stifel Financial, member SIPC and New York Stock Exchange. For more information on our firm, please visit our website at stifel.com.
We've got a crash if you're headed west on 44. It's at Bowles, and it's in the left lane. We've got some construction on 70 west at Hochul Parkway, and then right after that, there's a crash on 70 eastbound at the W exit, 203. Also have a crash on 270 going eastbound at Elizabeth. That is on the right shoulder. Stalled vehicle on 6440 going eastbound at Forest Park Parkway. That's got the left lane closed. Another stall 6440 east at Grand. That's also in the left lane. Stall 44 going westbound at Bowles in that area, the right shoulder.
The rather wet and unsettled weather pattern has broken, and we've got some pretty nice weather on the way. Yes, it's summertime, but not too bad. Plenty of sunshine as we go through our Monday afternoon. 88 for the high. Tonight, clear skies. Pretty nice evening. We'll fall through the 80s. 69 for the overnight low. Tuesday, sunshine, 90 degrees. Tuesday night, clear skies, 72. Wednesday, sunny and 91, and we should be hovering around 93 degrees. Thursday and Friday, we've got a dry stretch coming up. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by i3 Broadband. Summer celebrations are here, and i3 Broadband keeps you connected. Head over to i3broadband.com/radio today or call 866-806-5485 to upgrade today, because life runs better on fiber, and i3 Broadband is here for you. Sunshine, it's 87 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Sponsored by Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty 314-325-6888.
Need to sell your home and you want the most money? The name to remember is Gloria Lou. Yes, Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty at 314-325-6888 and start packing.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Monday. Pardon me. Wouldn't it be great if I died right now and you guys would be like, we killed Dave Glover?
I woun't call it great.
Well, it'd be your show.
Oh.
I was just complimenting the chicken wing. I'm like, it's the perfect amount of spice. Now I'm like dying from you suck it in a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's good. It's perfect. It's the perfect amount, but it's a little sneaky. Like it doesn't start with it, but it's there when you finish.
Yeah, so Andrew,
it's good, man. It's a good heat.
Andrew's birthday was yesterday, and wanted to have some food brought in. So I went to Julie Lally, who sets up everything in my life. And she's like, how about DD Mao, the Vietnamese? And I'm like, oh, I love that place. And I do. And so we have Julie Shi, who's the owner, and we have Andrew, we have Felina, who's not going to talk. And thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. We love it.
So I grew up in a very traditional family over on the East Side. And when white people say traditional, they mean racist. And
and also plain food.
Yeah, like my mom and dad, they were not racist, but they did not have a sophisticated palate. I didn't taste any type of Asian food till I was college.
What?
Maybe law school.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of primarily what I eat. I just love it. But I don't understand the differences. So tell me about Vietnamese food.
Yeah, so Vietnamese food is a lot of like fresh herbs and a lot of noodles. We do a lot of like grilled meats and soup. So pho, our spicy lemongrass, lots of soup, even though it's like super, super hot outside. And with just a lot of herbs. And that's what our Vietnamese food is really about.
Is there a difference between pho and ramen, or is that basically the same thing?
They are different.
Okay.
So ramen is more like there's shoyu and tonkatsu, which is like either a soy sauce based or a like a bone broth based. Pho is a bone broth base, but it's slow simmered. And it's cooked like over 2 days. It's very clean and simple with rice noodles versus like a wheat noodle that ramen has.
Family business?
Actually, it's my husband and I. I started in 2018, and then when Andrew married me, he kind of helps me now, so he's my partner in this.
Good man. Good choice.
He had no choice.
Package deal.
Andy's like, I'm an engineer by training, but
food's good.
How is that? How's the vibe? Like working with your spouse?
It's good. We don't really fight. You know, I think we always
at the restaurant.
Yeah,
it's your sanctuary.
But we're a great team.
Yeah,
I think.
I like working together. It makes every day fun. We see each other way too much, but it's good. We both enjoy it.
Yeah. I think what really helps too is we're very passionate about our business, and we have the same goals. You know, we love our staff. We really care about that, and we just really love hospitality in general. And I think that's what makes it easy for us.
Do you guys do a lot of the cooking? Do you have specialized chefs who do a lot of the cooking?
We have specialized chefs for that. We just really oversee operations and just manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you find a Vietnamese chef? You know, I mean...
Most of our team are Hispanic, but we really just check up on them and make sure the quality is always consistent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the food services for a little bit. I hate to brag, but I worked at Mr. Donut, and so I'm familiar when the kitchen gets crazy. But like, I couldn't watch The Bear.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm out. Too much drama.
Yeah.
Like, is that kind of has it changed?
I mean, I feel like our restaurant isn't really like that though.
They dramatize it a lot, but it is some aspects very similar. Everybody's just like some conflict. Somebody gets kind of butthurt about something.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
We're just like, oh, I guess we're
like the peer mediators at the same time.
Yeah.
People get sucked into the restaurant industry, as you know,
Yeah.
and they can't get out. They
Yeah.
just like it's a lifestyle.
It is.
We both grew up in the restaurants, and that's kind of why we just kind of fell back into it too. Like both of our parents had restaurants on their own, and we grew up working there way too young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rach, jump in.
Oh, sorry, my mic was off for some reason. I was going to ask, you talk about how fresh this food is, and it's certainly very delicious. I've been sneaking bites. That's why my mic was off, because I was chewing.
Can verify.
Talk a little bit about, this is kind of a rough time for a lot of industries, but I know in the restaurant business, it's got to be tough with rising costs. Like, you want to keep that freshness and this great reputation you have, but then you have to balance that with, supply chain issues. Like, what's that been like over the past couple of years?
I mean, our quality and us has never changed. We always bring in fresh produce every single week. We cut it by hand every single week. But obviously, with rising costs, it does hurt us a little. So, we just have to make our price changes to kind of affect that, but we would never want to bring down the quality.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you guys were talking about, moving to this new location in Webster Groves. I was just telling Dave, what was it last week? I'm like, I love Webster. I feel like you guys have such a great community there. Just talk a little bit about that. And are you friends with other restaurateurs in the area?
Oh yeah, we're definitely since it's such a small neighborhood too. We're friends with Frisco, John Barr, Lauren, our amazing neighbor, at the corner unit. She's been amazing because ever since I started opening, because we open around the same time, so she's been super supportive. If I have any questions, I'll just go and ask her. But the restaurant community is very small, and we are all so close.
We're talking to Julie Shi and Andrew and Felina from DD Mao Vietnamese. I'm always going to include you. You're my girl. Tell us about the banh mi's.
Yeah. So the banh mi. So right now we're doing the neighborhood series because St. Louis has such different neighborhoods with different personalities. So every 2 weeks will feature a new banh mi. The first week right now is The Hill. So Italian inspired. What we gravitated was Pizza di Gloria because it's one of our favorite restaurants. And we made a Vietnamese meatball Italian sandwich. And then the next week we'll do The Loop. And then the third is Cherokee, and then the fourth is Soulard. So every week we'll kind of feature a new banh mi, but those we will announce as it gets closer.
Yeah. Did you guys grow up in St. Louis?
Yes.
I mean, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
From the food perspective?
It's amazing. We go out and try.
It's growing so much too.
Yeah.
We just got a James Beard Award winner. It's I just love seeing it grow, especially nice, good restaurants coming in town or chefs just opening their own restaurant. It's just kind of cool and I could get this in St. Louis now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. George Mahey from St. Louis Magazine, I'm sure you know, has done Every Friday with us for 25 years. And I'm always just so impressed that in the worst of economies, people are still opening restaurants. It's so ballsy, you know? One of my best friends, Mark Bolger, was the quarterback for the Rams. And he and I, back probably 10 years ago or more, we're going to open a restaurant. And we even had George come out and look at a couple of spaces. And back then the number was 500,000, which we gagged at. And now it can be $1 million if you're going to do a fancy ambiance.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? It's a sickness you people have.
That's what would happen to us when we opened Big Ben. It's well then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all
gotta
in
keep
now.
pushing in. Yeah, exactly.
That's great. So give yourself a plug. I mean, talk about why you guys are great.
I think Didi Mao is great just because the freshness of the food, the atmosphere, the customer service. You know, we just kind of work on everything that makes everyone wants to come back. You know, our flavors, just touching on spicy, vegan. You know, doing these neighborhood series, it just makes it fun, and we put our kind of heart and soul into it, and I think it hopefully shows. You know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Vietnamese food, but with a modern take. So, you know, if you've never had Vietnamese food before, it's an approachable menu.
Yes.
That way people can just really try it and won't be intimidated.
Great wings.
Yeah.
Great wings.
They're so good.
Yeah. Do you guys travel to Vietnam often?
No, I mean, a long time ago. 2006 was my last time there.
Mine was like 2012, maybe. Yeah,
We want
It's
to
been a
go
while.
back, but
It's on our list, but there's just like such a big world out there. You just,
Yeah.
you know,
That's right.
you gotta
That's
start
right.
with it.
I want to
Yeah.
go back there again.
Yeah. Well, thanks for what you do.
Thanks
for bringing it to us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You're friends of the show now. Literally, anytime you want to come in.
Okay. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Thanks for
guys.
having us.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You just testified under oath you're getting more fiber in your diet, and it was easy? Where is this additional fiber coming from?
Mira Fiber Gummies.
Objection!
It's true. Mira Fiber has 8 grams of fiber to help me get the fiber I need in a day, plus 4 B vitamins for metabolism support. All in one serving.
Overruled.
My gut rests its case.
Oh, that's my line.
Find Mirafiber today at your local retailer from the makers of Miralax. Mirafiber supports metabolism of carbs, fats, and proteins. Serving size is 4 gummies.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5, paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
Tell you guys about Mark Cantor, attorney at law. And I take this very seriously. One, because I'm a lawyer. And second, because just as a consumer now, I think it's ridiculous how much advertising there is for lawyers, how much crap advertising there is for lawyers. You know, it's like, what? Okay. So the AI version of you can fly like Superman and dunk a basketball. That tells me exactly nothing about what kind of lawyer you are. You know, the other guy's like, oh, we're going to rate the best sandwiches. No, jackass, I don't care about what sandwiches you like. I care about the fact that my husband broke his back at work and now I need a lawyer, and I don't care that you love a turkey sandwich. Mark Cantor's the real deal. He's been doing this for decades. He's a great trial attorney. And when most lawyers say trial attorney, that's a pretend thing. You can't crap your pants when a judge says, let's pick a jury, let's do voir dire, and he doesn't. He made the Lawyers Weekly top 10 power list for the second time in his career. You can imagine thousands and thousands of lawyers out there trying to get down to the top 10. He's done it twice. So if someone in your area of influence has been injured, or maybe even yourself, and you think someone else may be responsible, 314-628-9999 or CantorInjuryLaw.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Have you ever felt like you were living just a B or B plus life? It's so dangerous to live that, more dangerous than a B minus or a C plus life, because when you're living a B or B plus life, you don't change it. You think it's good enough. Is it? I'm Susie Welch. I host a podcast called Becoming You. People think, okay, an A plus life is not available to me, but there is a way. We are all in the process of becoming ourselves. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
Soldiers Memorial Military Museum looks at American military history through the lens of St. Louis. From the Revolutionary War to the present day, the gallery showcases stories of local service members and delve into the city's wartime history. Outside, the Court of Honors includes monuments to those who lost their lives in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Admission is free. Find information about special exhibits at mohistory.org/memorial. That's mohistory.org/memorial.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Celebrate the month of July with Zero Res and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. Get your air ducts cleaned for $599 per unit. Book online at ZeroResSTL.com and take advantage of the savings. That's ZeroResSTL.com.
One city, one voice. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX 323. Happy Monday to you.
Thanks again to DD Mao. This is
yes.
I love those guys.
Thank you to them for bringing it in, and thank you to you for setting it up. This was truly delicious.
Happy to.
And a wonderful treat.
Wheeler, got anything big this week we can get food brought in for? Your back starts feeling better.
I'm trying out like 3 new meds for the back. So
Yeah.
Hey,
this is Wheeler's
We can celebrate
4-day
that.
anniversary of his back hurting, so we should probably get some food in here.
I think that's a good idea.
Get some pizza brought in or something.
What's good heal your back food?
Probably that hill on me.
I'm about to touch that. I'm about to hit that during the
about to
break.
touch it. Don't get weird.
I just touched it right now. Look at this.
Speaking of touching it, this...
Don't say it like that.
So you'll see. This story's about a week old, and I just didn't get to it, but it's worth doing. Okay, I'll just say it. Here's the thing. There's a guy in China. I don't know what motivated him, but he cut off his own genitals.
I saw that.
Set them on fire, and threw them into a building to commit arson.
His wife. It was his mom's house, I think.
That tracks.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, if you're going to cut off your genitals and set them on fire, you're throwing them at your mom.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever heard, using that to, God, I almost got myself in trouble.
That's why I brought the whole thing up.
That's a different meaning to firewood.
That's not bad.
Gross. Nasty.
Sorry. After thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I can't get in trouble for that. It's just poor taste.
Rachel, allow me to apologize for what he just said.
I've never been so offended.
That is not funny, Mr. Wheeler.
Hey, after the first hour, that's pretty clean.
I saw a thing that made me sad on TikTok. But
Was it that guy?
No, that made me laugh. This guy seemed like a normal guy. Didn't say what he did for a living. He was probably Wheeler's age. And he said, I have hated my job for 30 years. And I do okay, but I can't retire anytime soon. So I'm probably going to do it for another 15 or 20. And and he said, I wonder how many people there are out there like me. Oh. So, of course, you look at the comment section, and it was just hundreds of people.
Mm-hmm.
So thankful.
Yes.
Like, on any given day, if you said, hey, Dave, it's Monday. You want to go do the show? You want to hang out another day? I'll hang out on the couch. But I don't dread coming in.
Yeah.
And I always have fun. And I guess maybe that's rare.
I think it's exceedingly rare.
Yeah.
I know some people who are going through some truly miserable times at work right now. And, no job is perfect. You know what I mean? Every job is a job, and every job you do because you have to do it because you got to put food on the table.
Yeah.
But some jobs are truly horrible and nightmarish, and I think we're all very, very lucky to not have those.
I think this is a thing, Dave, or I think it's similar. Your dad and my dad were similar. They didn't like their jobs. They did them because they served a purpose. My dad had jobs that were very demanding, very difficult, physically and mentally. Working for UPS is not an easy job, especially when you get to be like running a whole delivery center. But like his big thing to me, he pushed to me nonstop was get a job you like.
Yeah.
Like when you go to school, do it so you can get a job you like doing.
Mine too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the correct play.
Yeah. Can I tell you how much I love being in the Glover comedy family? Nick and I went to a ball game last week, and we were walking out, and they were playing the Proclaimers. Well, I would walk 500. And I said, do you think, because they're twins, I said, do you think when one of them dies, the other one will just go out as the Proclaimer? And Nick just picked it up and started singing just one half of the song and then crying on the other parts. It's just so much fun when your family gets it.
I was going to go with I would walk 250 miles.
See? That's good. I think the line of the day so far is we were talking about BDSM, and you said, I'm not comfortable being tied up in ropes, but I just love acronyms. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let me tell you guys about my friend Stewie at Stewart's American Mortgage. And as I've been saying, he is my friend. I've only known him for about 6 or 8 months now, but I've been to his office. I've talked to him extensively. I've had many DGS listeners reach out to him. A couple have reported back to me. And he just cares about what he does. He's an old school guy. He's an old school business person who believes that the best way that he can make sure that Stewart's American Mortgage is here in 20, 25 years for his son is to treat people the way that you would want to be treated. And he does. He gives you his cell phone number. You can literally text him or call him anytime you want. You wake up at midnight, 2 in the morning, and you're afraid about something. Give him a call. Shoot him a text. He'll get right back to you. He has the bagel loan. It's called the bagel loan because the bagel looks like a zero, and it's 0 fees that you're going to ever pay on that loan. And he's added something now. Actually, he's extended it. He did it in June. He's doing it during July. And that is will take 1% off your interest rate for the first year on all new 30-year mortgages. Pretty great. And he explained it. He was in last week. He said, here's the deal. Me and other mortgage people believe that rates are going to drop somewhere between 12 and 18 months from now. This is a way to get you through to those lower rates. And if they do lower, like we think they will, come back and we'll refinance you. 314-324-4440, 324-4440. Google the bagel loan, NMLS 226715.
Around baseball, questions are being asked.
Why do they win so many one-run games? Why do they win games they shouldn't win?
Is this a rebuild, a reset, or something more?
You think this stuff would be happening?
A win? Burleson and Herrera developing fast enough to change everything in real time? When the day ends, the real conversation begins.
Bernie Miklasz, Matt Pauley, Kevin Wheeler hanging out with you talking cards.
Redbird Rush Hour, weekdays at 5. This is Cardinals Talk that doesn't flinch.
Let's take a break.
Good idea.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing on that Amendment 4?
You know we fought for our freedom and rights. I'm not giving them away without a fight.
Ford takes them?
That's exactly what Ford does. For over 100 years, Missouri voters have used our constitutional power to act when the politicians refused. I'll be darned if I'm voting to pass on less freedom and power to my kids.
And doesn't Ford also kill majority rule?
Yup. Creates minority rule, where just 5% of the most liberal statewide voters in one Missouri congressional district that block any citizen-led reform, making it nearly impossible to pass common-sense conservative citizen ballot measures.
That's crazy town stuff.
And we've needed our citizen ballot measure power to pass some big conservative stuff, like outlawing tax hikes without voter approval, lobbyist reforms, and term limits for career politicians.
No way I'm letting a tiny fraction of liberals derail our conservative power. I've no on Amendment 4.
Hard no on 4.
Pay 4 buttons or inch Procare governance.
Is your financial advisor working more for your retirement or for his? Find out the real story behind the financial industry with Greg Ayler, Saturdays at 1 on Fire Your Financial Advisor.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, we've got a multi-vehicle crash. It's out in the Wright City area in Warren County. So eastbound on Highway 70, you're going to have to get off the highway. They've got the highway shut down at Wright City. This accident is between Wright City and Forestdale. I've been listening to the calls. Multiple ambulances headed to this scene. So you're backed up from before Wright City up to Wright City. It's eastbound on Highway 70. The highway shut down at Wright City all the way up through Forestdale. Westbound drivers are slowing to take a look as well, approaching the accident scene, which is just west of the Forestdale exit on Highway 70. So that's your issue out west. We had an accident that was cleared out of the way eastbound on Highway 270 up in North County at Washington Elizabeth. Got a new accident now. It's westbound on Highway 64 just before Spady. Starting to see that little bit of a slowdown now between Lindbergh and Spady. Didn't see it on a camera. Can't tell if there's lane blockage in this one. We do have delays in the Metro East, so east and westbound 5570 now between 203 and 255, and that is due to the ongoing road construction project in that area. I'm Frank Ladd with traffic in the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Get the best quality paints from Dutch Boy for all your projects at Menards. Max Bond Plus Exterior Paint and Primer in 1 is designed to stand strong against extreme weather. It provides max adhesion, hide, and performance and repels rain in just 90 minutes after application. And with Dutch Boy's high-performing paints that last, transforming your home has never been easier. Save big money on Dutch Boy paints and head into Menards today and get your paint project started.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Jim Brennan at McKelvey Homes. Have you always wished for a brand new home in an established neighborhood? Select one of our move-in ready custom homes throughout St. Louis, or we will build on your lot. Visit McKelveyHomes.com and move up to McKelvey.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX 334. Dave Murray is not with us today for a very sad reason. Dave is fine. Janice is fine. But Dave texted Rach and I early this morning. The official dog of the DGS, Rain Murray.
Oh, no.
Had a couple of strokes last night. And so Dave and Janice are taking Rain for his last vet appointment this afternoon. I'm not sure if it's happened yet, But yeah, they're putting rain down, and I was literally bawling as Dave and I were texting because Rain's been on every show
Right.
her whole life.
Yeah.
Laying at Dave's feet during his hit and, getting grumpy when it's time to go walk. And never met Rain, but we all love dogs here in the DGS. We've all lost dogs. And there's just no loss like that.
Yeah.
It just tears your soul.
Mm-hmm. It's hard, man, because, I mean, look, there are harder things. Like we all agree, right? Losing a child is harder. I haven't done it, but I would assume it is. Losing a parent has to be harder. Haven't done that yet, but I'm assuming it will be. But it's right there. I mean, those are your buddies every day. Any pet, those are your buddies every single day.
Maybe I'm a psycho, but I can tell you this. I cried harder when I lost Doggy.
I get it.
Than my parents.
There is a difference because, and I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's because we always think of the pets almost like children.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the space they occupy in a family. They are kind of like, they're not quite children, but they kind of are in that spot, right? Where you have to do everything for them and, all that.
Well, they're better.
Well, they don't talk back.
Yeah.
Although my dog talks back. He just doesn't say words.
So, yeah, condolences to the Murray family. I'm not sure if Dave will be back tomorrow or not, but told him take all the time you need. Wanted to talk about something.
Oh, can I say something?
Yeah, of course, babe.
Well, it's going to seem like I have something to say about Rain, and I am very sad about that, and we send best wishes to Dave and Janice, but if Dave were here, his weather would have been sponsored by McHealthy Homes. Sorry, gotta get that.
Gotta do business, man.
Sorry we put you in that position.
Business never stops.
I've been holding on to this for over a week now. And I wanted to wait till Wheeler was here because I think he's going to really get what I'm saying. Doug Burgum, who is the interior czar, something, I don't know. He was on one of the Sunday shows, I guess a week ago yesterday, and he was talking about the reflecting pool. And he was just talking S. He was just talking about, these people, they tore up the whole 700 feet, and they this and they that. And the moderator said, do you have any proof of this? And he really stumbled around. And he's like, they've been indicted. I'm sure there's proof. Hey, MF, bring the evidence. Yeah. I'm so sick of living in an evidence-free society. You can say an election was stolen. You can say that an Olympic athlete tore up the whole thing. You can blame American citizens for everything. You can go after the media. I'm fine with all of that if you have evidence, real evidence, not Rubio said this to J.D. Vance. No, actual evidence. If you're religious, I suggest you have evidence. If you are whatever you are, don't expect me to just take your word for anything. I'm not talking about Didi Mao has the best Vietnamese. Show me the evidence. I'm talking about real big issues, political, societal, and we have just decided or accepted that people can just make gigantic claims with little to no or even negative evidence. There can be evidence to
contradictory
against
evidence,
you,
yeah.
And you just blow it off. Then I've said my piece.
No, I that is arguably one of the biggest problems you have in the world right now. Because if evidence doesn't matter, then there is no truth. There are just versions of truth. And the evidence is not perfect. It's not like everything has a perfect answer to it. But having evidence is better than not. It's just saying things and claiming things. And when you're the Secretary of the Interior, you have the means to get information. When you're the President of the United States, when you're the head of the FBI, when you're in charge of these places, evidence is available to you anytime you want it. That's what I say about the 2020 election stuff. If you have evidence, where has it been for the last 8 years or 6 years? Just present it. You have it. You say you have it. Where is it?
Yeah.
It's like saying, I got a Ferrari in my garage. Oh, can I see it? No. But you have to believe me, there's a Ferrari in my garage. I don't understand why we all are so easily accepting of it.
Yeah. I mean,
and from our own side, which is the dumb part. You shouldn't accept that from anyone.
I'm an agnostic who believes Bigfoot is real, right? So you're going to need to give me some evidence if you think you know who created the universe. Give me some evidence. And if you give me what you call evidence, and I say that's not evidence, that's on you. Same way with Bigfoot. I can talk to you for an hour about how many people have seen Bigfoot, about all of the different this and that. But you know what? I'm smart enough to get at the end of the day, that's not really evidence.
No.
You need a body, you need some DNA, you need something that you can really, bite into. And it's just, evidence has become so flimsy in our modern society.
And the burden of proof is on the person making a claim.
Always.
Because you're stating something in the affirmative. So if you're stating something in the affirmative, that means you can prove it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's in doubt. Otherwise, it's not affirmative. It's neither. It's either a negative or a nothing.
Yeah.
So if you're making a statement as if it's truthful, there has to be a factual basis for it, or it's not the truth. It's just a story.
And here's sort of just a related thought. How can Todd Blanche possibly even be considered to be the full-time attorney general, much less confirmed, based on most of his work has been with the Epstein files, and he has either completely failed or he is a criminal, and he knows what is there, and he's trying to cover it up. But either way, I remember when a judge, when I was a lawyer, hasn't been all that long ago, when a judge would say, hey, you either this or you're going to be in contempt. Well, you did it. You figured out a way to get them the documents or whatever it was that they were looking for. Isn't it a quaint idea that when Congress passes a law and says, here's what you have to do, and then the DOJ just doesn't do it, and we bitch and moan for a while, but then we get distracted by something else shiny?
Yeah. Well, because there are always people playing the game, the game of politics. There will always be some form of cover for the people that are on your team. You can pick which team you want to fight about. I don't care. They're both doing the same dynamic. When it's our team, we defend it. When it's the other team, we attack it.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if Blanche is going to get confirmed. Because I keep seeing all these reports that it's very up in the air. I honestly wonder if we will have a confirmed attorney general throughout this administration, because I don't think the Epstein files are getting released in full anytime soon. So I wonder if we'll just kind of continuously go through a process where we have someone sitting in that respect, and then.
Yep. But I mean, the idea that laws don't matter is insane.
It is. In this country, it is.
Or that a court ruling you just ignore.
Well, and then
because without those structures, you got nothing, man. You have nothing.
Well, I mean, maybe we're jumping ahead. I mean, don't you think these people will eventually face a consequence for refusing to cooperate with subpoenas, whatever?
I really don't know.
I mean,
would love
do you
to
think guys
believe
think
it. I
Pam
don't.
Bondi is just going to ride off into the sunset and everything's fine?
That I do.
Yes.
All right.
I think
That
they're all going to write books when all of this is done, and they'll make money off it, and then they'll come clean. Then they'll come clean and say who was doing the dirty and why this was bad, and it wasn't my fault, it was them. It'll be the books that we see 4 and 5 years down the road that show us that they just played the game.
And then, like, you've seen the de-evolution of Michael Cohen, who is Trump's fixer and so loyal and lied his ass off. Then he goes to Congress to flip on Trump, lied his ass off some more. Then he starts getting paid to do an anti-Trump podcast. And then through some series of events, he and Trump are now besties again, because he's going to be doing an actual radio show, I think at WABC. And now Trump's the greatest thing since sliced bread. F you. And everything about you. How dare you take up our valuable time when you are just a whore?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
There's a whole lot of those people, too. Who's the other dude, the guy that the joke is about because he lasted like 4 minutes in the administration? Scaramucci.
Oh, Scaramucci.
Same thing. You're a suck-up until they turn on you, and now you're like, no, I'm one of the good guys. No, you're not. You just got rejected. You lost your job, so you decided to find a paycheck somewhere else.
And then that doesn't work, and then you go back to being a suck-up.
I'll say one more thing about politics. I love a good conspiracy theory. It's entertaining, but I'm not sucked in very easily. This proof of life picture of Mitch McConnell and his wife, I don't know. This thing looks pretty hinky to me.
It makes me feel insane because everything about that appears to be AI. The newspaper looks very badly photoshopped, but also if you voice these things, you sound like a crazy person.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm also like, I can't help that I'm not really buying it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate the way it makes me feel. I hate the way they're making me feel.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And then this kind of gets back that we were talking about before. If what we are now hearing was the story, he had a fall, treated for pneumonia. Why didn't you just tell everybody that? You're a major person in the United States political world. You have constituents relying on you. People should get to know what your status is. I get that you have medical privacy. I don't want someone else to release it. I don't want the hospital to release it. But that should be an expectation of someone in a public office, not a celebrity, a public office holder, because your health is directly related to the job you're doing.
Yeah.
If you can't be there for 4 months.
Craig says that Mitch only did the picture because of Lindsey Graham dying over the weekend. Very possible.
I just feel bad that they made him put on jeans.
Well, this is the thing. Who sits in a hospital bed with jeans on?
Whenever you have something to prove, it's like, look, he's wearing jeans.
Yeah.
I feel bad that they made him do that because he's obviously not doing well.
And I'm going to go home and throw myself down the stairs because he looks 15 years younger than he did before.
That's just the face tune.
His skin's better than mine.
Is there anyone in the country who does not or should not have a certain medical privacy rights? Like, do we have a right? Like, if there is something seriously wrong with, like, you know, the president in some way, physical or mental or whatever, do we as citizens of the country have the right to know that? Or does that not trump, no pun intended, his right to, like, have medical privacy and HIPAA and all that?
I just think it comes down to whether or not it impacts your ability to do your job. If it impacts your ability to do your job, then we should know.
Well, we have the right to know, but the problem is it's on these people to do the right thing and tell us.
Yeah.
I don't think that, like, we should make it to where it's like, yeah, if you get this certain condition, you have to tell everyone. I think we should continue to rely on the integrity of the people in these positions to come clean and do the right thing. It just, unfortunately, whether it's always been like this or we just have a particularly bad batch,
right?
That's just not happening.
And this is the Joe Biden thing that we all complained about when it was clear that he was having problems and they were pretending that he wasn't. It's the same thing. And like, if you were mad about that, you should be mad about this. Like, we shouldn't go months and months and months being lied to about people with important positions in the government.
And if you're mad about this, you should have been mad about that.
Yes.
It's 3:48. This time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. Not a very happy sight for drivers on eastbound Highway 70 out in Warren County. Eastbound Highway 70 is closed at the Wright City accident due to a crash that's just before the Forestel exit. So that long stretch between Wright City and Forestel is closed. That has eastbound 70 drivers backed up to about the rest area now, approaching Wright City to get off the highway and avoid the accident scene. This one involved multiple ambulances being called to the scene, so multiple victims there as well. Westbound Highway 70 drivers are slowing from before Forestel up to the accident scene just west of Forestel, slowing due to the emergency vehicles on the scene. Working with the crash westbound on Highway 64 at Spady. That has you backed up to Clayton Warson now from before Clayton Warson, westbound on 64 out to about Spady. Still not seeing lane blockage, but it looks like folks are dodging out of that right lane at Spady on westbound 64. Westbound 64 out of the city. You've got a pocket of volume at Hampton. West of there, it opens up, headed towards 170. Not bad this afternoon on 270 southbound. A pocket of off-the-pace volume at Olive, then again south of Manchester Road, and then again a couple of pockets south of Highway 44 near Gravois, then again approaching 55. As America celebrates its 250th anniversary, Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous summer celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. I'm Frank Ladd in the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Taking care of your health shouldn't feel complicated. That's why we created NeoVitan to make nutrition easy. Our doctor-formulated vitamins are designed for real life and delivered straight to your door with our monthly subscription. No guesswork, no running out. Just clean, high-quality supplements manufactured in the USA using the finest domestic and international ingredients. Subscribe today at neovitan.com and take one simple step toward better daily nutrition. Visit neovitan.com and start making nutrition easy today.
Tell you guys about Michael's Flooring Outlet, my oldest running client. I started in October 16th of 2000. So we've been together pretty much a quarter century. During that time, literally thousands and thousands of DGS listeners have been to one of the 3 locations of Michael's Flooring. It doesn't matter whether you're looking for hardwood or wall-to-wall carpeting. They will loom you an area rug, exactly the colors that you want, exactly the motif, tile, linoleum. And here's the thing. Our competitors sell against us by saying like, oh yeah, that's a seconds place. It's a cheapy place. Not at all. We have everything brand new in the box. We have Mohawk, Shaw, Coronet, all the big names like everybody else. We just charge less, which drives our competitors crazy, and we have better installation. Go to michaelsflooringoutlet.com to find the nearest location to you.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at lancedrurylaw.com.
Let me tell you something about insurance. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. But your business runs all year, so do the gaps and the risk. So go to supersure.com. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just go buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts. It'll translate your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. We're just talking, kicking it around in the studio on the break that, Lindsey Graham passed away and someone's going to have to take his seat, and it looks like it's going to be his sister. And
Or
Rach,
that's who Trump wants. Anyway.
yeah, Rach was saying.
She got picked just this afternoon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like anything about Trump or anything about Lindsey Graham even.
No.
I'm always confused when it's like, and this blood relation is going to be the perfect person to replace. I mean, for any occupation.
Right.
I understand if you were like your father's apprentice or something, then it makes total sense. But what is it about being Lindsey Graham's sister that makes you the appropriate person to take his spot? Are we claiming that she can commune with him and knows exactly his wishes or something like that? But then you also have to translate that into working as a senator.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think he just can't roll up and start doing that with absolutely no preparation, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's very monarchical. You know?
Yeah, it's odd. It's like I didn't think we did that in the U.S.,
very
but we
old
do
England.
it all the time. We do it all the time.
I fully agree.
So I guess the
whole,
next person will have to be elected, right?
Yes.
Because Trump's saying he wants Besant.
Because she's just serving out his term.
Right.
Yeah.
So whatever he's got.
And now somebody has to step on the ballot to replace him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's just part of the whole jacked up thing too. Important jobs. Why does it come down to, well, she was at some of his rallies and stuff.
Yep. Tell you guys about Michael's Baths. I'm going to make it really simple for you. Mike does the same thing that Bath Fitter and 3-Day Kitchen and Bath does. All he does are bathroom remodels. Same. They're bidding on the same jobs, bidding against each other. But Mike does it better. He's local. He takes more care. He doesn't have a regional person or a national person he has to answer to. He can make whatever